Good morning, everyone. Sorry, a few minutes late. Let me send this over to Kathy. Thanks for waiting for me. I appreciate it. Okay. There we go. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Ann. Hi, Candy. Hi, Eileen. Thanks for keeping chat going. Hi, Jeannie. Hi, Bootsy. There's a lot of people here. I'm glad you guys been hanging out and talking. I really appreciate that. I'm sorry about running late. Hi, Gypsy. Hi, Randy. Hi, Gigi. Good morning, everyone. So today we're going to play with some Shrinky dinks, which should be a lot of fun. And I was going to show you a few things I got, and Kathy's going to come on, and I think something about Cass wanting to see something, some throws or Kantha throws or something. I don't know. So I'll let her do that part. But yeah, Shrinky dinks would be fun, right? Hi, Christine. Yeah, my smoosher. Wait a minute, where is my smoosher? Hold on. I need my smoosher. Where is my smoosher? Hold on, I gotta find my smoosher. Eileen's right. I'm missing my smoosher. Where is it? Okay, it's on the floor. Ugh, and my chair's on it. Hold on. My smoosher. So, hopefully, we won't have the Shrinky dink curl up on itself and get stuck. So, smoosher. Smoosher. If you were at Brooks last night, she asked me what tools I was using. I told her I was going to use a smoosher. I don't know what else to call it. I don't know. I lost my smoosher already. That's a good way to start your day. Hi, Ange. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Helen. Thanks for being here. I did see that when I got on the something about the StreamYard being, I guess it's going to be the whole thing about them being bought out. I haven't watched it yet. I just saw the video when I signed on, so I'll watch that later. Helen said the StreamYard was bought out by another company. So I don't know if that means that if they're gonna kick us out eventually or raise the prices or what they're gonna do, but they were bought out. I guess because they were so successful, some other companies take it over. The problem is too, I mean, it's kind of a bummer because once Ustream was taken over, they kicked us out. Your daughter used to do Shrinky dinks and made into charms, and she put them on the bottom, lace thingies. Why was your daughter ahead of her time and creative? Wow. That's really neat. She was ahead of her time, man. All I could say is I've never seen anyone do that. Did everyone copy her after she did that? How old was she when she did that? Yeah, you said you will toast her because the Shrinky dinks kids were playing. Oh, that's a good idea to use the clay oven. That's a good idea. Good morning, Cheryl. Right, we can still use YouTube, but we know that. That's a good point, Eileen. The bummer is I can't stream with Kathy and vice versa with YouTube. So we can't stream together anymore. And then the other is, which is a huge issue because we like streaming together, And then secondly, YouTube gets so many problems with buffering. I mean, how many times do you have to have part 1, part 2, part 3 because of the buffering? They're just not as efficient as StreamYard. Freshman in high school, she did it. She's 28 now. My oldest is 29. You loved shrinking 3 or 4 years ago. You did them with M grids. I don't think they're as cool as though. I'm not sure what M dids are. Oh no, it wasn't popping up my reminder. Hi Melissa, I'm glad you're here. You were lost? Aw. Good morning, Dar. Good morning, Zandra, Kathy. Oh, G Kids, Barbara's saying. Okay, G Kids. I've never heard of G Kids. Wow, I'm out of the loop. The art class goes nuts when you did those with the kids, Candy. Aw. Hey, Candy, can you check your messenger on Facebook? Because I'm pretty sure that you and I are paired with the wrapping paper exchange that we're doing on Crafty Mama's Facebook group, and she paired us up, and I sent you a message on Messenger so you could send me your address. Something about putting plastic in the oven is very different. So I got my stuff from Zandra. I'm munching really quick. Okay, so Zandra, I was so surprised when I got the box. I was confused because I was like, I wonder why it's in a box like this. So with my order, Zandra knows how much I love roosters and chickens and farmers. Look what she sent me, guys. This is from Zandra. She sent me a little, I guess it could be a creamer, or I guess a creamer, coffee pot. Use this for a vase. I can use this for paintbrushes. Isn't this cool? Hi, Whispering Cauldron. Whispering Cauldron. Carol. Hi, Carol. Good morning.
Morning, Colleen.
Hi, before it adds. Well, this is adorable. Thank you so much, Zandra, for sending me my rooster.
Oh, that is so cute.
You made this in ceramics in 2000. You made this?
Oh, Sandra, that's adorable.
Are
I
you
love
kidding
it.
me? Oh my God, her name is on it. Why didn't I didn't even look at the bottom.
That is really cool.
That is so special.
That is really nice.
This is to me.
Oh, that's sweet.
That is so nice. I can't believe you sent this to me and you didn't keep it. She's had this for 21 years and sent this to me. I am truly honored and blessed. Thank you so much. And look, I mean, this looks store-bought.
It's beautiful.
It's so pretty. I love it. I actually thought this was store-bought. I mean, just because of all, like, if you look close, you see like all the grooves in it. So like there's all these grooves and texture inside of it. Like, this is amazing. I did not see this. I didn't flip it over.
That was really sweet.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I will take very good care of this. This is going in my, I have cabinets in my kitchen that are glass, and I put just, pretty stuff in it. And this is where that's going to go. It's going to go in my kitchen. It's not going to be used in my art room. I don't trust me getting paint on it. So, or spilling it or dropping it. So this is going in my cabinet in my kitchen. I have other things with cows and chickens and stuff. I have other stuff like this in my cabinet. Okay, wait. Oh, she did. She said she didn't hand make it. She painted it. Whew, I feel a lot better. I was like, I thought you sculpted it. It's like, I took a pottery class. I loved it, but it's so hard. I was so bad at it. She painted this. Well, how cute is it? I still love it, and the fact that you made it or painted it makes it even better. And you kept it for 21 years and shared this with me. So I could say my friend made this for me.
That was really sweet.
Love this. Thank you so much. Oh, I feel bad I did not notice. I did not notice that being there. Oh my gosh. I'm so bad. See, I mean, you tell I wasn't worried about name brands because I didn't even look. You know, if you're like a dealer, you'd be going to a yard sale or whatever, you'd be looking at the bottom to see who made it. I didn't even look. This is what I got from Zandra, and she is Scraps. Scraps to Beauty is her YouTube channel. Her store name is Paint and Paper Studios. And me and Eileen and Kathy, probably me and Eileen more than Kathy, went crazy over the Stamperia stuff. And so I got these from Zandra. I bought the Vagabond girl with the trunks and the keys and the suitcases and the locks and the books. If you go to Eileen, here's her name. If you go to Belinda Basson, she's the creator of this paper line on YouTube. She has a YouTube channel. She also has links underneath to her blog, and you can watch her do a video. She did this video. She stamped the books, and then she individually colored them, and then she cut these books out, and she shows you how she designed this like that, so you could take these, make these all individual little books, and how she designed them to stack them like horizontal or vertical. It is a really neat how she created certain pages in the paper pack to make a book, and she really put a lot of thought and work into designing all these. This is the ones that go with the paper line with, I don't know what this is called. It's like a binocular. The glasses, the goggles, the locks. There's a lot of stuff in this line. I love the archway and the door. I love doors anyway. And then I got, this is the other, which is basically her suitcases. If you go to Stamperia's YouTube channel, you can also see her showing in some lives that they've done, and Facebook Stamperia Live, where they've done paper reveals with this, and how her and Antonio coordinated everything together. It is so cool. I mean, what really excited me when I got the paper, what really excited me is this part. Look, first edition. That means there's going to be more in this series.
I think so.
It's not like it's not limited edition. This is first edition. So her and Antonio, I assume, are going to have there's going to be more of this. She's designing more for next year, I assume. So there will be more paper, more in her line next year. I am stoked, people, stoked. This is I would say, the most unique paper I've ever bought. And I've bought bazillion scrapbook papers in my lifetime. And Craft-A-Lanch. This paper is beautiful. And there's Lady Vagabond and there's Sir Vagabond. And we're all going crazy. And I could tell you, You can't. It has great. It smells really good. The paper smells really good.
I love this.
Yes, I'm a paper sniffer. I mean, it smells good. The paper smells so good. Zandra, I think sold out of this in her shop, but I'm sure she might, you can talk to her, message her, see if she's getting it back in. This is super popular. Like this, you can cut this off. Here's the trunk. Here's the suitcases. This paper is amazing. The girl is so cute. She mentions, I can't remember if it's on her YouTube channel or on Instagram. There's Instagram. There's a girl that designs clothing that inspired her girl and her clothing that's in this line. And she gives you, yeah. And if you go on her Instagram, if you click on it, it leads to, she mentions her, and you could click on it and see the fashion designer that she was inspired by and designed her clothes for her based on this designer.
Okay, there's her Instagram.
So I thought that was super cool, right? So everyone, I thought it was interesting that everyone inspires everyone. This fabric clothing designer inspired her to do this girl, designed her clothes around her. So I love that everyone can inspire everyone, even someone who's uber talented needs inspiration. So I think that is something to everyone to take home with you, is the fact that even if you're excellent at everything, you're still inspired by other people and can improve what you're good at. So Monday, I'm excited to see that. Monday, Donna will have more of these in her shop. So, yeah, you need 4 sets of this paper. And there's her link. Thank you, Helen, for putting in the link. He will after we do budget today, Eileen.
Yeah. Dreaded budget day.
He will after today. Let's see. Here is the door. I love the locks, the keys. Anyway, what I have coming, I ordered from an online shop. I just honestly can't remember the name. It was like they had some Stamperia stuff, and they're the only people I found that carried. And if you watch the original Stamperia video, she shows, there's one thing that look like fake books, and then you open them up and they're hollow inside. You buy them at the stores for storage. Well, Stamperia has blank ones, and she designed these buildings to fit on the sides of the books, and she shows you that in a YouTube video later, that this building fits on the side of the book, and this building sits on the side of a book, and these two sit on the side of the Stamperia books. They're like, does everyone know what I'm talking about? Hopefully I'm not doing a very good job of describing it, but like nesting boxes. You sit them on the shelf vertical. They look like a book, but actually open up and are hollow inside. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. But she designed these, like I was saying, she designed these to be used with those. She designed these stamps to be cut out individually. I'm listening to her talking about her paper and how she designed it is so impressive. I actually was looking at her blog. Belinda she was doing stuff with Tim Holtz back in 2014. So she's been in this for a long time. And she looks like she has brown long hair, and then you can see her getting bolder in another picture, and then bolder, and now she has this bam, this like bob cut, like to her neck length, like reddish hair. So you can see her progression of hair. I love that, since I've had a million hairstyles. So she designed this book. So when we cut this out, this is the back side of the book. It's, the fact that this is the inside, this is the outside. And then Sir Vagabond's book has pages like this, which you can layer in with that. So I had to buy the Sir Vagabond paper after that. So, because I wasn't going to get it, but then after I knew that the books coordinated, I did. So here you cut these out individually, and these make cool books. And these are just you have to fussy cut these out, but the die cut. So I bought two packs of these because if I use the books, But if you look at the back of the books, this is the inside of the book cover. This is the outside book cover. She also, in her YouTube video, shows how she made a crease right here in a book, so you can make it into a book and uses a different back cover. So it was very. She loves this line. Her heart. I can see her heart. Belinda's heart and soul is in this paper, and everything that goes with it. You can just see that when you watch the videos and listen to her. You can see that she put everything into it. And as an artist, I think we all appreciate. Someone's passion and love for what they do. You know what I mean? So there is the Stamperia rice paper. This is, I bought, and I have a couple more. I have some more coming from Maddie. I also get this off the floor. I bought this. I bought the chipboard and the. I already took it out because I couldn't wait to see it. Hold on, it's falling out. I'm gonna put these in another bag so I don't lose it. But I bought the acetate too. You see the acetate. There's a pack of acetate that coordinates with it. And I'm gonna lay some of these out. Look at these. There, look at her. There's her. Is it this? He's falling off my chair. Lord have mercy.
You fell off your chair?
No, my box keeps falling off the chair. The lock. See, I'm just gonna lay some of these out so you can see. They also. I've not seen clear acetates like this with the paper line. Like I think that this is. I would love for Stamperia to. Maybe this is just for the Vagabond, but again, I'm hoping that, the Lady Vagabond and Sir Vagabond is going to have other editions. So they're probably working right now on a new line. I can't believe this. Like this, I am most excited about this paperback than any of them I've had. And I've been pretty excited about a lot of them. And I would say that feeling is mutual for everybody. That everyone is in love with this. Even the little books. So you could use your alcohol inks to color these in. Like, how cool is this? Oh, that's right. The 8x11 acetate. That's true. And I haven't really seen that before in a paper line. Hi, Christine. Lurking and working.
Yeah, Sandra, will you have the 8x11 acetate?
Could that book cover image be used as a cover? I definitely think that could be used for a cover. You could put chipboard behind that paper and cut it the size of the chipboard and put it right over top chipboard. Or if you happen to have a book cover already that's that size, because this is thick cardstock. This is not the thin stuff. It's the good stuff. Answer Patty's question. You're making paper. The other things I got was, sorry, I'm eating, the chipboard. Some fabulous chipboard that goes with it. Here's the rest of the chipboard. Here's some of this is gears, keys. Look at this beauty. Let your dreams be your wings.
I
Vintage
like that.
travel.
That's really pretty.
Look at that house. Oh, fabulous. This is again colored chipboard. But that's sorry, this is not chipboard. This is wood. I apologize. These are wood. This is chipboard. This is wood. My bad on that one. Eileen had me buy this. This was on Amazon. Didn't know, this is the brand. It's $8. It's a balloon die, which would go great with Antonius has the air balloons and his line where Sir Vagabond comes across and to meet her. And their little storyline they have going. And then I also got some, this is unrelated to this paper. I bought some of the Stamperia metals to play with. Like this has got flowers and bees and stuff. So this would be cute on a spring one. And so that'll be used this spring. But the other thing I thought, okay, I bought this little Stamperia book. I thought this was going to be really big. Look. It's really small. I was like, for some reason, I thought this was going to be really big.
Okay, I got the other one, Colleen. I got the Graphics 45 one. This one's like 4x7, so it's a little bit bigger. And then it's got the 3 traveler notebooks in it.
I have that coming.
Okay, so and that one is a little bit bigger.
That one, and I like what I liked about that one is you could get that in black or the cardboard. So if you don't want to, if you don't like it, you could get the black.
Yeah.
And so what I was thinking, I'll have to decide. I got one other paper set unrelated to this because I liked it. I think this is an older one of Stamperia, but this one is called Patchwork Scrapbooking.
Oh, that'll go with it.
So I'm either going to use, I'm thinking about using the book that Kathy just had for this one. And this is one I'm going to work on at some point because I want to do some house journals. And this one's super cute. Wait, switch that back. This one's super cute too. Okay, this is not a new, so you have to, this is all new. If you want it, get it because it's selling out everywhere. This is an old paper line. I just loved it because it's so cute and country, and it has all the house. It's just simple patchwork layering. I love that they do all the work for you. The birds and hearts and houses, and this reminds me of the fabric scrunchies that we up here. And this is super cute. So the book that Kathy showed you, I'm waiting for mine. I already was playing in one. I'm going to probably use that book for this paper is what I'm thinking. Here it is.
I like that paper.
It's super cute. I think Stamperia has something for everybody. Whatever year floats your boat, right? So I love many things. Country is probably, and boho are probably my top favorites, but man, this paper, steampunk is Eileen's favorite. Steampunk is her all-time favorite.
Yeah, she's been steampunk for a while. Her and Xandra,
yes,
two people I think of when it comes to steampunk.
And Xandra used to go to those festivals.
Yes.
And she had a costumes that she made her own costume, and they didn't take the train too.
I think so.
And she's got probably pictures maybe on her Instagram, maybe.
Yeah, she'll be able to incorporate her.
And so she does it. And also, they have a lot of molds with this kit. And Belinda did use the molds, and she made a hat with the wings and all this stuff like you would wear if you were going to the the things that I don't know what they're called. I don't want to say guess and get it wrong. But the group things that we used to go to. And I'm saying used to because of, because of not being able to do group gatherings. So anyway, that's what has arrived thus far. I'm waiting for some stuff from another store, some Etsy, some stuff from Maddie. And like I said, mail is slow. I ordered some of these probably 2-3 weeks ago, and they just started arriving. So mail is crazy. Everything like was basically stuck in Georgia for a week or two, not moving. So Georgia's mail is really messed up. It's impacted everybody, and everyone's mail is messed up everywhere, not just the U.S. post office there, but everywhere. But Georgia seems to have impacted everything that we've bought, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, that's where some of my stuff got held up, was in Georgia.
Yeah, I'm hoping that gets better in the next few weeks and stuff won't sit there for weeks on end.
Okay, well, I got a couple things in the mail. I got the Graphics 45, which I showed you, with the 3 traveler's notebooks inside.
I can do a 2-hour stream because everything is finally showing up all at once. It looks like I've literally been buying this stuff for 2 months.
I know. I have stuff left in Colleen.
Fran, hold on one moment. Fran, Fran, hello. I'm sorry anyone else has come in. Thanks for being here, everyone. You finally got your jelly plate. Did they have to reorder?
Yesterday, December 2nd. I ordered this as soon as Tracy announced it. So I would have it early before she did her stream on Wednesday. I just got it. And
jelly, you're doing a stream on Wednesday?
What?
Next Wednesday?
No, when it first came out, she had done like a thing for her group saying, on December 4th or whatever that Wednesday was, I'm going to be announcing this jelly plate kit. So that Sunday night, I ordered it, and so I could get it before everybody else, started ordering. And I just got it now. But I did contact Jelly Arts. They're really nice. And I knew the mail. They said, it had been sent. So I've just been kind of holding on. And I got it yesterday.
All right. Now we can jelly plate together.
Yeah. So let me just show the kit really quick. You get a 5x7. You get a 5x7 jelly plate. And this was all put together by Tracy. She designed the whole thing. She wanted a jelly plate that you could journal into, and the paper company is Hohenmuller. It's a German company. It comes with this really nice thick paper for jelly printing, and what's nice is the 5x7 jelly print fits right onto there. So you can do a whole bunch of jelly prints, do some backgrounds, and then go ahead and do whatever kind of art you want on top of it. So it comes with this really nice art journal, 5x7 jelly plate. You also get a brayer, and then a stencil, punchinella, and some of the eyelash ribbon for, I think it's $25.
Diane saying hi to you.
Hey there. Hi, everybody.
Diana, Artfully Blind with Diana. She is on today at 1 o'clock Eastern.
Oh, hi, Diana. So, yeah, go check out Jelly Arts.
She's got plans, but just to let you guys know, she's a YouTube channel, and she is on at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, check out her channel. She's been working on the scavenger hunt.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the other stuff that I got, Amy's papers. I had ordered the turquoise So I'm going to
Oh,
incorporate.
this is so pretty. I love the turquoise.
I know. And this was, I think she only had 1 or 2 left and I was able to grab it. So I'm going to incorporate those into my January journal, which that'll be fun. And then here's another one. I had ordered Kantha quilts, which I will run up and get it. Kathy Arbor wanted to see them, but this.
That was a good price for all that. Yeah. The jelly arts, I agree, Kathy.
So I had ordered, these were something else I ordered in December.
She's been doing secret spending. I didn't even know.
I had ordered the Kantha quilts, which I had ordered 2 big ones that came from India in like 5 days. But then I didn't want to cut mine up because I'm going to use mine like as throws outside, throws for around the house. But Amore Fabriques actually sells little packs of Kantha quilts that she cuts up.
I think she's on, you said she's on Etsy, right?
She's on Etsy. It's Amore Fabrique. I'll get, when I'm done talking, I'll get her thing. But here's all the little squares. So if you don't want to get a big quilt and cut it up, she has little packs of Kantha quilt squares. And I got these way back in the beginning of December, end of November, when we were starting our slow stitching. Because I thought they would be cute. They'd be
that would be nice for slow stitching. That's a good idea.
I thought they would be good bases for slow stitching, and they're the right size to put together for a little book. So in the pack, you get, these look like they're 8x8, 4x4, and then 2x2. So all these, like these little ones, will be perfect to slow stitch, put them on a snippet roll, put them in your art journal. And then when I was on her site, she had these little packets of yumminess.
Oh, that'd be cute to make little, like, you can make little tiny journals with those.
Yeah, little tiny journal covers. Look at that. Wouldn't that be cute? It's a little mini journal. You know, there's the little mini books I made with the 1 sheet of paper. These would be perfect for that. But this is just some sari trim that she sells in packs. Her prices are very reasonable. So yeah, so this, look at the edging here. So yeah, so these I ordered, I think the beginning of December. But I know she was backed up because she had, it was Christmas time, the mail. I know it got sent out right away. But just little things to slow stitch on. And this all started when I ordered, I'll be right back. I'm going to run upstairs really quick. Oh, wait, one more thing. So then, just for fun, I didn't really have that many stamps. So I ordered a little pack of stamps. And they're from Burundi. And they're little Winter Olympic stamps. And I completely forgot I had ordered these. I'm going to use these in my winter journal.
Interesting.
Won't that be perfect to put in the winter journal?
With the ice skater and stuff?
Yeah, ice skater, hockey player. It's all the winter sports.
That's neat.
So I'm going to incorporate these on my winter journal pages.
That's really cool. Hi, Maria.
Okay, so I will be back in a flash. I'll show you what inspired all this buying.
Okay, so see what inspired her. Okay, so I got my sewing book, and Maddie was selling this. I missed out, and then it was funny because then Kimberly came across the thrift store soon after that, and then I said, "Oh, I got that," but I had to order it. Now this one's not as good a shape as my sewing book I showed you all the other day because it's starting to separate a little bit here, but it's still, I may want to order another one. This one's a little bit of rough shape, but when you order on eBay, you never know exactly, you don't know exactly what you're getting, right? You know what I mean? But it's still, book is from 1972. And if it's worn, it's either was well used or whatever, right? But the images in this book are so cute. As soon as I saw that these were 1970 images, I had to get it. Every little illustration is adorable. Like this would have been, to a teenager or someone young then really appealed. I guess maybe that's me at heart, right? So it's just, the illustrations are really cute. And if you actually sew, you can sew with it, right? So, haha, keep saying so. The illustrations are really cute. Of course, I will be using these for art, but there's little patterns, and I love the illustrations, and I love her with her boho outfit and her fringy purse, and she's out buying more boho fabrics. The illustrations are adorable. I could not resist this book. Look how she looks like the gypsy headband. Like she's super cool, right? I love the images. Even really the pages in between have got some cute little illustrations, not just the covers. So if you like sewing or if you like 70s stuff, you may look like this book. I found this on eBay, and it just, I just couldn't resist. Couldn't resist. The other book was also from 1972 that I showed you, but it was in a little better condition. And that's with everything this old. Like, this is only 4 years younger than me, right? So, exactly. So, 48 years, going to be showing you wear and tear. So there's the sewing basket. Like I said, adorable images. So if you like this kind of stuff, just to show it to you. If you're not, just fast forward. I love this house. I think this is adorable. I love houses. So again, it's just fun. Even if you get this and you sit it on your shelf in your sewing room or your art room, I mean, you're still going to just love flipping through it, just to look through it, just to touch it, look at it. It is so sweet. It is a blast from the past. Peggy said she wore these clothes in those days, right?
Oh, we all wore them. The bell-bottom pants, the
It's seriously adorable. I just, here you go. This chapter is called, or this page, look at this page, Fringe Benefits.
Very clever.
Clever use of words, fringe benefits, right? So yeah, so I could not resist this. And if I think, or maybe if I tape up the spine, it might be okay. I haven't decided, or if I'm going to try to search and find me another one. This took, again, probably took a month to get here. Everything's like from eBay's to Etsy's to stores, like everything's just been held up. It's crazy. This is cute. All these little people are assembling her outfit, and that's a really cute gypsy. Look at her with the fringe. Yeah, I love this kind of stuff. So I just wanted to share it with you guys. And when I saw this, this reminded me of Morticia sitting in
You were cool then.
the chair. My mom had one of these. Does anyone have one of these? The big wicker fan chair, and I think it might have had a table. My mom had one of these, and I remember seeing what's her name from the Adams Family sitting in it, Morticia. So this was really, I mean, I remember seeing her at the yard sale for probably 10 years ago. I don't know if anyone does now, but anywho, it's a blast from the past, right? So save your pennies. So I just wanted to share the book with you guys. I really like it. It's got this has got a lot of pages in it. It's very full, a lot of images, a lot of pages. So this is a bit thicker than the other. And I think the cover is super cute too. So I mean, I like the cover with the butterfly and the pinks. Like the cover is really pretty. So if you enjoy sewing or collecting sewing images, you may want to add this to your repertoire, but you might want to be careful. Like I said, this one's got some issues, but it wasn't. But I don't regret buying it because it's such a cool book.
I love that book.
Yeah, and then I also found this over at Ollie's for my people who love. I'm gonna switch over to Kathy in a moment. People who love the farm stuff like me. This was only $2.99 over at Ollie's, and calendars are a lot of fun for collage and for your journals. You can use these to add to your journals or use for inspiration. And there's the. As I do a quick flip through. It's a cute calendar, and it was only $2.99.
Oh, wow. Where'd you get the calendar?
I found this over Ollie's.
Oh, cool.
You're starting to crackle, so go out and come back before you start showing your fabrics.
Okay, how is it now?
It's still crackling.
Okay. All right, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. There's the Cali. It's a cute calendar. So if you love, they had some other ones. They had some others for a couple dollars too, besides this one. But this is the one I bought. This is great for November, right? The pumpkin patch, and then the truck, which I thought was cute. So I thought this was a cute. This is a cute book, and like I said, this was $2.99 at Ollie's, normally $16. So that was fun to find. I wanted to let Teresa Peterman, she's probably watching. I wanted to let her know. Okay, I wanted to let you. Oh, now you're echoing.
Oh my God. Oh.
Yeah, now she's echoing. Okay, she's going to leave and come back. Try again. Thank you for sending me the snow globe. She asked me if I got it the other day. I will message her in case she's not here. She made a copy of the snow globe, what it's supposed to look like, as she knows I have trouble piecing these together. And she even marked on the pieces what they were because she knows I am assembling stuff. And that was really sweet. So she sent me the snow globe stuff. Thank you so much, Teresa. And I did get it. I got it yesterday. And the other thing we've been buying is a million Elizabeth design dies, which I kind of want to wait till but I will be using a couple of her stamps today. And I wanted to show you guys also real quick. Just a couple pictures I snapped with my camera. My daughter got married last Sunday, and my youngest got married. And so I took it was outside, and it was very small because of COVID. And we had to move her wedding and move her reception and so on and so forth. So, her wedding she did around the same time as she moved to reception. So we wanted to keep everybody safe, and healthy. And but anyway, Devin may not be here. She might be working today. But I wanted to show you. This is my youngest. This is Kimberly, and she wanted a more. My daughters are very different from one another. She wanted to wear a very vintage looking dress. So, and keep it simple. And it's a good thing she kept it simple because with COVID, we had to improvise. She still wanted to get married, and she wanted to just be with her husband and start her life. And, and that way she didn't have to wait for, vaccines and all that stuff. So anyway, so here's the back of her dress. So it's beautiful. I was really happy. And I thought that they put together this wedding. We got, her friend who's a photographer, and they put it all together. And there was just me and my husband, her parents, and my daughter, her husband, and then a photographer, and that was it, just to keep things safe and all that. And it was a really pretty area. It was very cold and very gloomy, unfortunately, but anyway, I'm really happy. Thank you guys. She hold on. Yeah, so there's this area of the park where they have this really cute pavilion, and there's, so you can see her and her husband there. Hold on, it's my ceiling light you're seeing in the photos. Anyway, and the getting married, and they're looking over because I think there is. She asked them to look over. She's taking photos, but I don't have a lot. Like I said, I just took them with my camera. She has tattoos like I do. So you'll see that she does too. She's got a bit more than I do. But anyway, this Katie, actually my oldest, started getting them, and then we started, and then she is tougher than me. She's gotten a lot more. Tattoos hurt. So anyway, I'm not focusing on him only because, as we know, as far as the outfit goes, the bride is like, works really hard on her hair and her nails and her outfit and all that. Where the guy just like puts on his suit or tuxedo and gets a haircut and a shave, shows up, right? They've got the easy part. But I wanted to share with you guys that, she had a simple outdoor wedding, and with us the last week, and I was really it was really nice, and I'm really proud of her. So they didn't let COVID stop them from going on and starting their lives together. So let's see. The other thing, I did work on my Christmas book, and I'm making progress on that. I put all my photos in here. Thanks, guys. I was really, just thrilled to death. She was so pretty, and she did it her way and her style, and my oldest did it her way and her style. And she, like I said, they threw it together so quickly. Thank you so much. Because everything was just a mess. Everything's just a mess right now, right? So now we can just walk around, we can go around, and we can now go on, right? Next November will be her reception, if things are good by next November, and we'll party and celebrate then, right? So the place she's at had, there's all these rules and things had to be changed, and it's been hard. It's been hard, guys. When you're a young person and and all this is going on, you're having, you want to keep doing things. My dad's doing great, by the way. He's doing really well now. My stepmother caught it, but she's doing okay with it. So just let's get you an update on that one. All right, I need to glue my hat down. My hat blew off. All right, so I wanted to show you what I did in my book. So I got all my chickens and all my stuff from Aaron. So I went through adding my roosters, my cats, my pigs to my paper bag Christmas journal that we worked on through the month of December. Uh-oh, hold on. It's getting fluffy. This is very fluffy, to say the least. And I'm going to have to retape that. It's so fluffy, guys. I added a card from Teresa. I love this card. I added that in there. Of course, I had to add my fur babies in here. Thank you, Joan. It is. It is good news. Very good news. It was very fortunate. Now, I don't have to worry now. Here's one of my doggies. Here's Smokey. And I caught a picture of him just sitting over on the rug by the door. And it's a little fuzzy. It's not a great picture, but I went ahead and printed it anyway because I took it with my phone. But he was sitting there by the door with one ear up and one ear down. I have no idea. But I thought that was so cute. So I had to, of course, like take pictures of my fur babies all the time. But I thought this is so cute that he was sitting there with one ear up and one ear down. And I have no idea if he just got stuck that way, if he was listening to something. But normally their ears are down. Hmm. So then I added like a picture of Bandit. Look, he's in that. Look, he's in my laundry basket and my clean towel sleeping. Um, and then I added, let's see, to this. So I added, these were all die cuts I got from Aaron. The stocking, the tree, the ornament. This is another tree. I love the little kitty. I added this because it looks super country. I love that. This was from a paper pack. I added a Christmas kitty here. I don't know if you can see. I need to learn my camera. Oh, Kathy's back. Kathy, I'm so sorry. Gosh, I'm going on. Kathy, I'm so sorry.
Oh no, I was enjoying.
Now I can't hear you.
From the wedding, and finish up with your book. I'm enjoying your book.
Oh, now I can hear you. Shoot. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm like, this is terrible. It's like it's like I don't know what happened with couldn't hear you, and then it was echoing. Hopefully we got all the kinks worked out and you can
I had two windows open. That's why it echoed the second time.
Oh, well, it's like screeching too. So
yeah, because I had to I was in twice.
Oh, you're in twice. Okay, gotcha. This was this toy, my daughter bought them these acorn toys. They love these. And inside the acorn, it's made to be so the dogs rip it open. And when they rip it open, there's another toy inside. And inside is another toy. And then when they rip it open, dogs like to destroy the toys. Well, most dogs. Inside, there's another, when they pull the stuffing out, there's another toy inside. It's a ball, and it's cute. And my other daughter got them a couple sets of these little rubber toys, and it's supposed to be nice because they could still breathe while they run around with them in their mouth. Because my dogs have picked up the balls and run around snorting, because you have to think about if
I love those boys.
If you're breathing and you got a ball in your mouth, it's going to hinder your breathing. So I thought that was a neat design for a ball. That the fact that it helps them with their breathing. So I thought that was cute. So I just basically went through adding Christmas squirrel. That was part of Erin's die cuts. So I added this was part of her die cuts. I ordered a little wreath. And then of course, I'm always snapping pictures. My kids are grown, so you'll see I take a lot of pictures of my dogs because my kids are grown. So, I always am taking pictures of my dogs. So I added them in here. So I added the little tag, and I added the little Erin's little kitties up here to make a little flip tab, and a rooster. And I added, I'm just going to show you what I added, because you guys have seen a couple flip throughs already. I added the Merry Christmas. That was a part of a die cut set, the little bells, the cute little, let me tilt this and lower it. I'm going to make myself big. It might be easier.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll lower it. Okay. So the little deers, I'm trying to glare from my lights above. Added the little hippie van here. This page is the same. I think no, that's the same. I just added a few little presents here for the birds, a little top. And over here we had the cabin. I added the squirrel, I added my rooster, added this little embellishment, added the little greenery that was in a paper pack. I just went through adding photos and embellishing. I added a picture of this is my youngest here, just got married, brought me a sweatshirt back on Thanksgiving, and put that in here. And added some Christmas photos. My oldest has always got her eyes shut in photos. She's known for that. So, but the only one we took her. My oldest got her this really cute, sparkly Builder Bear, and it's
Uh,
covered in the picture. Is covered in sequins. Like it is sequins. It's such a cute Builder Bear. My daughter has a very glam. My oldest has a very glam house and glam office, and this bear will match perfectly. Her dress was very sequins and girly, and she actually has her wedding dress hanging on, which I saw this on the YouTube person's video, and I had told her get a mannequin and hang her dress on it and put it in her office. So
oh, nice. Oh, that's a good way. That's nice to do.
yeah, I saw a girl on YouTube put her dress on a mannequin and she had it in her office. And I thought, what a great way to enjoy your dress and look at it while you're young and just recently got married and have it out rather than boxing it up and putting in mothballs.
Oh, yeah, have it displayed. Look at that's a great idea.
My youngest got some roller skates. My oldest got decorations. I don't have photos on. We literally went out and like bought tons of Christmas decorations. She has a new home she got last year. And she only had old stuff she used last year. And so this year she knew what style. She wanted more of a glam Christmas. So we went out and I bought my oldest here tons and tons of Christmas decorations, which there's no photos of. My youngest wanted roller skates, ice skates, and I felt like it was so fun to buy like kid stuff again. They both got some matching cheetah slippers. When my girls were young, cheetah was in. There was a Disney show called The Cheetah Girls, and my girls loved the Cheetah Girls show, and they also bought everything cheetah. Everything. Clothes, hats, coats, stockings. We had cheetah everything. So it was funny when I found the cheetah slippers, I had to get it for the girls. This was outside by our house Christmas Day. There's only in the picture, there's only 5, but there were like 9 deer outside, and they were all lined up across the field eating.
Oh, wow.
It was snowing Christmas Day, which was awesome. It was snowing, and then all the deer, the whole line of deer. So this photo only shows a few. And so then I added stamp Santa on there, colored in with some alcohol or some, well, you call it Sharpies. And then this was on someone's porch when I was walking. They had a blow up of the elf by the front door. And I took a photo of it and I cut Elf out of the photo and put it on here where he's like, it's Santa, you know, part where he goes crazy.
That's really cute.
So I just made that fun since I had the reindeer. It was Christmas Day. And then I found an elf photo, you know, I had to just make a play on that, right? This was a die cut from Teresa from last year. I added, she sent me some die cuts last year. And then I have the tree and the little thing.
Oh, that's cute.
And then I added the hello sparkly rooster and a little rooster ornament up here. I had so much fun with all these die cuts that I got. I stuck die cuts everywhere I could. Like here's a die cut. Here's a die cut. She wore cheetah slippers home. I thought that was funny because they had like bottoms, like, you know, like shoes, like they're made to be wore outdoors. And then she also had a case and she wanted cases. So the pink case is her roller skates. And then the other case is her roller blades. So I thought that was cute. So I had her take a photo with that. Yeah, they wore their slippers home. You guys remember I made this page in here because she wanted ice skates. And then we made the CD cases together. And then I took a picture of her, putting them on at the house. I had her put them on at the house and she wanted to try them on. And then she went out ice skating and she had them sharpen the blades and she took them out ice skating. There's a rink near us and there's a close up of them. And basically she loved them. She said they were so nice because the rink skates that you use are all worn out and they're weak and you need strong ones for your ankles. So anyway, so she took it out. This is December 26th or 27th. She is already at the ice rink using her new ice skates. So she sent me a photo. Brian took a photo of her at the rink. So I love that.
That album is so cute, Colleen. The journal.
Thank you. It was fun to do, right? With just images of things I like and papers I like, and I like die cuts of my family and my puppies. And oh yeah, and there's her fiance. Oh no, husband now. It's only been a week. I gotta get used to this. So this is her husband. Yeah, and this is what he wanted: car jacks, because he does his own oil changes. Car jacks. I never thought in my lifetime I'd be buying car jacks. So, yep, car jacks. And that's what he wanted. So
well, he's happy.
So anyway, so this is the only thing I added here was a little ornament, a little button. I did add little, and I added the little felt trees. These are all from Aaron. These are all die cuts from Aaron. Like I literally went and glued them everywhere I could glue them. This was a die cut from a different pack. I added another die cut. Die cut. All these are from Aaron. I added more die cuts. I literally was sticking them everywhere. I just love all these. And I stuck my rooster in here. Stuck a little flower here. This one I left alone. I don't have a picture of Tom in his hat, but this is my daughter got him a hat with headphones built in for Christmas. And he uses them every time we walk. And I keep forgetting to snap. I need to take a picture of that, him wearing it, and then put it in my book. But my other daughter, my oldest, got him these binoculars, but they're actually meant for looking at stars, you know?
Oh, yeah, nighttime binoculars.
They're really meant for stargazing, but they work really well for looking at deer. So we were looking at all the deer. So I took a picture of Tom looking out the window using his new binoculars he got for Christmas. And then my other daughter, we were upstairs trying out my melting 3D plastic thing. We were giving that a whirl. See, we all play with their new stuff. And she was sitting there while we were playing with it. And then, Smokey had to go up and just, plop on her lap because he's like, yes, he loves to sit on people's laps. He's a lap sitter. And then on this page, I just added a photo, and there's something else they got him. His t-shirt they got him where he's like, "It's your father." He's like, "No." So my daughter got him there. That was a great shirt.
Oh, that's funny.
And then I just had a picture of me, like basically kind of holding some of my stuff. I got like the 3D printer stuff and the little book, and then my daughter got me the hand warmer, and that's what it looks like. You plug it in, it's rechargeable. She got me this so I could, when I'm walking, because since I have if I'm saying it right, Raynaud's disease, where my hands get cold, and I can keep my hands from freezing.
Oh, nice. How does it work, Kelly? Does it work good?
And sorry, and then I did start working on my snow journal. I think so far I'm going to keep this one smaller because this is going to be more art. I might go through and print some of my kids' photos when they're little of them playing in the snow. I might add those. But I use the Stamperia paper line called, shoot, what's the name of it? Let me look real quick. Sorry. Oh, my back. Okay, it's called Northern Lights. This is I'm sorry, I said Stamperia. Sorry, Carabella. Both of them have beautiful papers, and sometimes I do get those messed up. This is Northern Lights by Carabella. And so I just again used the Dollar Tree bags. And I added the papers to this, and then I did the 3 stitches through the middle, which probably needs to be tighter. And I just put these in here, and I'm just going to add. I think it'd be fun to add some photos when my kids were little.
Oh, that's a good idea. That'll be fun.
And then I have the snow globes and stuff too. So I think I'm going to make a couple different snow journals. So. I'll show you. We'll work
Nice.
on those here and there. So we'll do shrinky dinks after let's see what the stuff that Kathy was trying to show us earlier. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Oh, thank you, Janet. Oh, it's about time that he figures out that the kids are his.
Yeah, it took a while, right?
Oh, that's funny, Eileen. Yeah, actually, I mean, I have to like force take pictures, and it seems like like both my daughters, their husbands really aren't into like don't want their photos taken. Tom's not big on photo taking. Maybe it's a guy thing, but I have to make him stay there and let me take his picture, or I have to sneak and take pictures, like him using binoculars and stuff. I don't know what it is about men and pictures. So crazy. I don't know if any of you guys have that. Does your husband or friends or fathers or whoever, do they like pictures? Is it just the men I know in my life?
No, my son's like that. I mean, he'll let me take a picture, but he doesn't take pictures. So I've got pictures of everybody but me.
Because they don't take pictures of you.
I know, yeah.
Because they don't use the camera. Exactly.
Okay, let me just do this real quick. Kathy Arbor wanted to see these. These are Kantha quilts. I got them from a shop in India. Let me put her link down. And
yeah, I did see the link go in earlier.
Yeah, let me put it in. It's just, these are vintage ones. She's vintage material. And they're just a light cotton quilt that I had got. I had bought it because I thought I was going to cut them up because I had seen.
That one's pretty with the yellow and the pinks. Oh, that side. I like the black. I like the black better. Or is that blue?
It's black. It's black and cream, and it's.
I like the
red on this side. And what I did see, Kathy, they're just. It's just like a vintage cotton material.
Are they thin? They look thin.
Sewn with the white cotton thread. And they're just a light. So I bought these. I was going to cut them up and use them for squares to do slow stitching.
How big are they? Barbara wants to know.
Pardon me?
How big are they?
Okay, this is the throw size, so it's a square. It says on the site how big it is.
It's throw size. Okay.
Yeah, this is a smaller throw size. They come in
or something like that.
Yeah. They come in 3 different sizes. I got a queen size. Actually, I ended up getting one for my niece for Christmas because I thought she would think it was cool. But what happened was I was going to get this up, cut it up, and use it for slow stitching. But it was so pretty when I got it. I'm like, I can't cut this up. So I had gotten 2 because the more you order, you can order anywhere from 1 to 50 or 100 or whatever. But you get I ordered 2. And you don't
100 of them.
You could get 100 of them if you wanted. I guess stores or something. But I ordered 2, so I got 2. They were $20 a piece. If you order 1, it's $28. If you order 2, they're $20. If you order 5, it goes down. If you order 20, they're only $12. 30 goes down to 10. So yeah, so I didn't get to pick the pattern. I just said I wanted 2 random ones, and this is what they sent. I got the orange with the black and the cream, and then this one is more greens and blues.
The greens and blues isn't bad.
Yeah, it's pretty. And then this side. I mean, it's really cool.
It's pretty purple.
So yeah, I had seen these. I had seen the pieces at some of the auctions I went to. And I'm like, God, that'll be great for slow stitching. But then when I saw how pretty it was, I could not cut these up. So I have these right now. They're in my family room, but I can use them in the summertime.
Cut up pieces in addition to. Gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm going to use these in the summertime, put them out on my patio. So when it gets cool at night, you've got something light. And then Jersey had mentioned this Amore Fabriques, and that's where I got the already cut up squares. So I don't have to like cut my own, because there was no, the quilts were so pretty I couldn't cut into them.
Did you get kicked out, Fran? Okay. That's awesome. You're gonna have a lot of fun, and you like very colorful. You like a lot of color.
I like all color, but I like the bright colors, and I think that's
like the bright.
All the embroidery thread I have.
Yeah.
You know, and look at, I mean, they're just so fun. So I can see making journals out of these. Yeah, and like I said, or you could put them on your slow stitching. I mean, put them on the snippet rolls.
Snippet rolls. Oh, that's true. And you could also, there's a lot of things you could do with those.
But I wanted, so finally, I mean, this is all stuff I had ordered that finally came. Actually, the stuff I ordered from India, the Kantha quilts, they came in 5 days. And the shipping was only like $8.
Holy moly.
It was crazy. So let me put her.
Wow, that's cheap. From India. That's really cheap. I pay that much from most stores.
I know.
For a lot less than a blanket.
I know. So I thought, I told my niece, I'm like, oh, I sent you a present. I probably won't get there for like 4 days. So
that's unbelievable. Hi, Brooke. How are you?
And then they sent me, and then this was a little key. It's a pen. This came from Amore Fabriques. So I'll probably put this in I'll do something with it.
You can use the key with your new stuff from the Vagabond line.
Yeah, and it's really light. It's just plastic, so it'll be easy to put on.
That's a cute design.
Yeah. Alrighty, so yes, I'm finally getting caught up with my mail. I still have a few things out there, but the stuff from the beginning of December has finally come. So.
Yeah, I've been getting my stuff from Elizabeth Designs. Those are coming in. I'm happy those are here. Like I said, it's nice that when you start seeing all the things you ordered a long time ago start coming. It's like, yes, they're here.
It's like Christmas.
You don't know if they got lost, I mean, because of the, you don't know with all the craziness.
So, and this is just what I was working on the other day. I haven't really done much more with it, but this is my winter journal, and I was going to redo the cover because I thought it had turned out kind of lumpy.
But cool, Brenda. Brenda said she checked out the fabrics yesterday after you told them. And then she said they sent her 15% off her order to her email. She just liked it but didn't buy it.
Oh, nice.
So there you go. You could at least sign up and like their page and get maybe a discount.
Oh, that is nice. That is nice. So yeah, so now this is my one of my January journals. I was going to redo the cover because I thought it had turned out lumpy, but actually once it dried smooth.
Oh, okay, yeah, because you were happy with your cover. I remember that now.
Yeah, it just was, but wait for it to dry. I would say work on your cover and then wait a day.
And then it was fine.
It's fine. It's nice and smooth.
Good.
So I'm just going to keep that and then add more papers. Like I said, I got I think these Amy papers are going to be awesome in there. And look at this, the stamps. I mean, they're just...
Oh, that looks so pretty with Amy's paper.
Isn't that cool? So let me put it in you. So what are you going to work on your Shrinky dinks, Colleen?
I am. We're gonna work on some Shrinky dinks. So
okay, go ahead and go big, and I'll kind of just be working on the side while you do that, and I'll keep an eye on chat.
We can watch both. So I got some more photos. I still got to do some stuff with my daughters. like her shower. We had a shower for her and stuff like that. So I have some photos I printed out from that. I think there's some other photos I forgot about that we did shared photos on our phone I need to print out. But yeah, there was another photo of her here. Her and her husband, like they went over and took a picture by the city. She was freezing. See how our arm is stiff? We were freezing to death. It was like 30 in the river. It was really cold. She was so cold. That's why her arm was all stiff because she had to take her coat off for photos. And this is how cold she was. Are you ready? Like the time we got to here, boots went on and wedding shoes came off. She said my feet are froze. I'm like, so those photos, the bottoms will be cropped out when she gets that.
You could probably Photoshop her shoes in there somehow.
So yeah, I told her I didn't blame her. So we were all frozen that day. It was so cold. I'm like, it couldn't just happen to be one of the 60-degree weird January days we've been having. So I'm using some shrinking ink paper. I got this is by Sizzix. And I saw this technique. This is not my technique at all. Here it is, a Sizzix shrink plastic, and this is white. They also have some, I think, that could be clear or whatever. So this one is white, and I was watching Elizabeth Design's YouTube video, and she made these for the little books, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta make one of these because I've been showing you guys, but I've been buying tons of their dies and stamps and stuff, and I can't wait to work on all that. So I'm gonna work on it. We're gonna try this together, okay? Make a shrinky dink, and we're gonna make it into a little tangle, a charm to put on our books. So you can use any stamps you own. Don't have to be whatever stamps you own. I'm using theirs because I like the girls. This one's the one I'm using is super cute. I think she's kind of hippie, cool, cute, with her sunglasses. So we're gonna try. I haven't done this ahead of time. If I was smart, I would have practiced ahead of time. But
that would not be fun, Colleen.
Yeah,
it's more fun when you don't.
More fun. I'm gonna see if I can pull this off or not, like she did. So I'm really excited about the fact that we used to do shrinky dinks a long time ago in mixed media, but I didn't like it because if you don't do it right, they curl up, and if they touch each other, they melt together, and you just have a big melted blob of plastic. So with the new tools here, I'll show you that I think it should go well. So I'm going to use some StazOn ink, and I've used the eraser on the girl because she's brand new. And when you get a new stamp in there, they have a coating, and if you can take any kind of eraser and just erase off, or you can stamp a few times with it too. But they have some sort of weird coating. And I think I might do that just to make sure my stamp is good before I stamp it onto the shrinky dinks. Hold on. Make sure I got all the coating off. Oops, I didn't. Try again. It's just a weird coating, and once you get the coating off, these stamps work a lot better. Just getting that coating off the first time you use them. It's starting to get better. Hold on.
Now, which stamp set is that, Colleen? I missed it.
These are the Elizabeth Designs. Okay, let me go get my I need to go get my stamp pad thing. That might help too. I'm just going to stamp off on the folder real quick till we get, okay,
a good one.
Get her better. Let me go get my stamp pad too.
Now, I actually had one of my Elizabeth Design die cuts was canceled. I need to go back and see what's going on there. All right.
if you have a stamp pad or something you can put underneath, it does help. It does help with the stamps if you have a just a softer surface. It can help. That's what Eileen tells me. I don't know why, but it helps. And you always have to listen to Eileen, right? Yeah. Here's my old. I want to make sure it's not my old ink pad. We do have an old and a new ink pad, so I'm going to try this other one. So I want to see which is which. I have an old and a new ink pad, so I'm going to double check that and see if it's the stamp or the ink pad.
Oh, Colleen, Brenda said, remember to make the hole big enough because it will shrink closed if you don't.
Oh, that's true.
Good
Yeah,
tip.
right. That's true. I said I'm not going to be running anything through that. That's a really valid point. All right, so let's try this. All right, maybe I need to get my stays. Maybe I've used a bunch. Maybe I need to do my refill too. I use stays on a lot. I do recommend you use your stays on pad on this because it is a slick surface. See, it's stuck already. Be careful, don't do what I just did. If you do this, if you don't use one, it can, otherwise you're going to have a mess. It's not going to work. So you're going to have to, you can't use a dye or a water ink. You're going to have to use, I would recommend Stays On for the material. As you can see, it works really good. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave, a part up here. I'll punch it now. I'll cut it out. Let's try this. Golly, look at my fingers already. I am so messy. You can't take me nowhere. Try not to get black ink all over what you're working on. Okay. I don't know. Let me flip my tool. I'm going to use the larger hole on here, so that way. You think that's big enough?
Let's see.
Maybe a little bigger? I might need a little bigger. What do you think?
How much does it, so you're just trying, so you don't know how much it shrinks?
Heck no. I'm doing this on wing it. Let me see, which did I use the smaller one? Let me see. That was the large. Let me see if I have one that makes a larger hole.
Okay, I'm just going through. I'm still trying to put my pages together. So I'm just going through all my different papers I have to see what's going to go. Right now I've used some scrapbook papers. I'm just
going to try it and see if I can compare it. I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, you can always, you can do it again. That's the nice thing.
Okay, this hole is bigger. Let's use this hole. Or this hole. This punch. This one punched a bigger hole. I do this so I can see where I stamped it. Smoky. Just be safe. Hold on. Let go. There we go. Let's do a bigger hole. Because I'm like her. The hole's going to shrink and then you're not going to be able to use it for a charm. Okay. Move all this stuff out of the way. All right, lurk mode, okie dokie. So we're going to put this underneath. This would be like a heat protected by Sizzix. Okay, and that's going to be underneath when we're done. And so what she did before she finished it is she went in and she colored it. And here's the interesting thing. Actually, we'll wait on that 1 second. The interesting thing is she used alcohol ink with India markers. I have never seen anyone do that.
What did she do?
She used a Q-tip and she used alcohol ink with India markers.
Oh.
And I will honestly say I'm not a Faber-Castell expert by any means, but I was very surprised that she used a Q-tip. And the reason why she used a Q-tip is she said because she can spread it out. She said do not put too much on because then when it shrinks, it's going to be a mess. So I know that I'm going to listen to what people are telling me. So I'm like, okay. So
Okay, so she put rubbing alcohol and then used that to spread the India ink?
yeah, she used rubbing alcohol, which I thought was really interesting, to spread the India ink. Now I am moving the black with it though.
Oh.
How did she do that? I swear she did that in
hit the
video.
black with the heat gun to let it set.
Oh, let's try that. Let's try it. Maybe she did heat go. Maybe it didn't set. Let's try that. Because I'm just like, it's moving it. I'm trying to do what she did, but it's moving the ink.
Because the India ink markers will move, but they dry pretty fast because they're permanent.
Right. So you would have to move it pretty close to putting it on, right?
Yeah.
So hold on. I'm going to try this again.
Yeah, and then hit that. Let it set with the heat gun.
Okay.
Maybe that'll help.
All right. I'll set the stays on. Hold on. Does anyone use alcohol ink with a Faber-Castell marker?
No, when I've used them, I've just used I usually use I'll use the Faber-Castells because they're permanent. You know, like the alcohol markers and stuff will run, but I've never used them with alcohol.
Of the alcohol and not a ton like I did. I am known to use too much product, so.
Oh yeah, do just a tiny bit of alcohol on the
too much
Q-tip.
I'm gonna practice on it since I already smeared her.
Yeah, just try to experiment on her.
I'm gonna experiment on her since she's already messed up. Let's experiment on her first. Because literally she used a Q-tip to spread it all out and then it was all fine. And I'm like, well, isn't that fine for me? I don't know. Let's try. But she did say make sure that the StazOn was really dry. She did stipulate that. So maybe that's where I screwed up. Maybe I didn't heat set the.
Oh, look at that.
That was where I screwed up. Thank you, Kathy. I forgot about heat setting the StazOn. So now it's working better. And then I
love that.
Then my Q-tip is still wet. So interesting thing is I can still take and keep spreading
it down.
Yeah.
Cool.
I have never seen anyone use that.
Oh, that's
I'm still seeing some ink spreading now. Let's try stamping on the other side. Hold on.
Bye, friend. Thanks for coming.
Bye. Have a good day. Let's stamp. Now, do you stamp on the dull or the shiny side? Let's try the other side. Now I've got myself all confused.
So is that special paper that you're using, Kelly?
It's Shrinky Dink paper.
Oh, it is Shrinky Dink paper. Yeah, ask Brenda would know. It sounds like.
Brenda, do you use the shiny side or the dull side? I wonder if that makes a difference.
Huh.
It stinks? Oh, StazOn stinks. Well, Eileen.
Oh, you know what? I agree. StazOn stinks, but the black, I do like the smell of the black. It reminds me of like almonds. The other ones, not so much. But the black, I like the scent of the black.
Okay, I'm gonna try the shiny side, and I put it down bottom so we're not overlapping.
Okay, I'm gonna step away.
I don't like to do it too much, right? Because it's gonna start. So.
Oh, hi, Vanessa.
This side's really slick. I'll give you that. I'm gonna need. I just got a red face now. It's just supposed to be like some sort of skin tone, but that is not a skin tone to me. Hold on, let me get some. Let me add some brown in here. There's a lighter one, some light and some dark. Let's see what we can do. I'm waiting for. Do you see her? Let me know if you see her respond. I miss it.
What was that? Oh, about the
Brenda.
Brenda, are you listening? She might be working too.
She might be working, lurking. Yeah. That's true.
Why is Colleen underwater? Oh, does she sound like she's underwater to you, Brooke? Where she's fine here.
Do I sound like that?
Hey, Brooke, have you ever used Shrinky Dinks? Anybody ever use Shrinky Dinks?
Yes, we're alone.
You could do one on each and see which one turns out better too.
One on each, since I'm just gonna. If it turns out, turns out. If it don't, it don't. Right?
Oh, Brooks used them. What's your question, Colleen?
You use the shiny side or the dull side? It's like she's been out in the sun way too long. She's got her face burnt.
Uh-oh.
I'm waiting to see what Brooke says.
Oh, Xandra has two.
Okay, Xandra, the shiny side or the dull side? That's something she doesn't talk about in the video.
Huh.
She didn't talk about like the dull side and the shiny side, which I didn't give any thought to at all, which I should have.
Says she's used her heat gun on them.
Have you colored any of them in?
Nope, I've never done this craft. Okay.
But she's ever colored them in, or she's ever done Sizzix?
She hasn't done this one.
Okay,
Barbara says she's used the dull.
She puts it on the dull side?
Yeah.
My inclination is it's the dull side. That was what I was thinking as well. So the alcohol is removing.
Oh, there's Brenda. Brenda, dull side or shiny side of the paper?
It moves it, but it also removes it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So interesting. You don't want a girl with a dirty face, but I'm just trying to figure this out right now.
Barbara.
Well, you can have a girl with a dirty face if you want, but I'm trying to figure this out. She didn't say if it was dull or shiny.
Yeah, Brenda said dull side.
Okay. Dull side it is.
Lori asked, are there directions? I think read the directions. She's working from a video.
No directions. Just says can be used. Yep, that's it. Compatible.
Kathy Arbor said she used a plastic container with the Sharpie markers. Huh.
Interesting. Okay, I'm going to shrink her without coloring her just to see how it turns out.
Okay. Put yourself big. Just put me small. Put me small off to the side because yours is more interesting.
Interesting is one word for it. Okay.
No, it is. I'm just putting pieces together.
Okay. Let's just do this. Let's cut her out. And let's just shrink her without coloring her because it's supposed to be up. And then I'm going to cut the hole real quick before I start into this. Now I'm like really confused about the whole thing. If I could use a Sharpie, that's not a bad idea.
Okay, Google says rough side. Brooke, look that up.
Oh, thank you.
Vanessa used Shrinky Dinks 45 years ago. Oh, good, Vanessa. I've been enjoying making these junk journals. I think they're fun. Color on the dull side. What does Brenda say? Color on the dull side. I thought I saw Brenda. Oh, that's weird. Let me look on YouTube. Oh, plastic food packaging works great too. That's what Kathy Arbor said.
Oh, really? What's wrong with
Oh, and then Barbara said, does the plastic have to be a certain number, like 7?
Oh, you mean if you're going to use food packaging?
Yeah, food packaging.
Okay, gotcha.
Dar said, put it in the oven, have the light on, watch it shrink. It goes really fast. It was Tina.
That's a shrinker with no color.
Oh, Tina did the Shrinky Dinks 45 years ago.
All right, let's just try it. Let's just do this without coloring her. Let's just get this whole thing down.
I'm surprised. Did you ever do Shrinky Dinks before, Kelly, with your daughters?
Huh?
Have you done Shrinky Dinks before?
Not in probably about 15 years. Like it was a long time ago we were doing these.
Yeah, I never did them. I remember them being around. But that's one thing I never did.
Hold on. We freaking out yet?
So you put the net mesh thing over it to keep it flat?
Yeah, it's supposed to help. It's supposed to help keep it from curling, but it was still curling underneath. So I'm going to do is I'm going to smush her some with it.
We all are, Vanessa. You're a baby, Vanessa. Okay, it will fold back. Keep going, Nettie said. Right, Brenda, back in the day, we put it in the oven. Oh, Barb used to melt records over different shaped containers. How in the oven?
Looks like she's done. She's not shrinking anymore.
Oh, wow.
Woo! Now, you probably should not use the screen because I do have creases in her face, but if you want to have creases on your jelly on her.
Okay.
Woo!
Brooke said, it's okay if it curls. It will flatten out. Just don't let it melt together.
Exactly. So that's going to be the key. Let's try this again.
Ooh, look at that.
It's got creases in it, though, so you might not want to keep the screen on the whole time as you're going to have creases. So that's maybe just for part of the time I have creases in her face. Let's try again and only use the screen in the very beginning, and then I'm going to have to like flip, flip, smush, smush. Let's try this again.
Ooh, cool.
Turned out, but she's definitely got the creases in her face. For so you know, I got creases in my face, so.
Right, it's nice. It's just extra texture.
Exactly. All right, let's try.
Right, age is just a number. You're as old as you feel. Some days I feel 12. Some days I feel 90. It just
Yep. Exactly. We'll try some experimenting. We'll try. I'll try with my messed up ones. So I'll try doing the. Let's try some Sharpies on them. And after I get the shrinking thing down.
At this point, I feel 111. Yeah, we have those days too.
Okay, we're all getting a refresher course.
This is fun, Colleen, because it goes with like Mary's whole thing was throwback Throwback arts and crafts.
Oh,
So
that's a good point. This definitely is throwback.
yeah.
You know, if we can make some, I want to make some charms. My goal is to make some charms, but I guess we got to figure all this out to begin with, and then we'll start doing make it pretty.
We should make some charms to put on like your snippet rolls or on little dangles. That'll be fun.
Dangles would be fun.
And these stamps are so cute.
Yeah, I like the Elizabeth design stamps. They do have some cute stamps. I almost lost a hole, so I think I'm gonna make sure I leave a little more. Leave a little more around it.
Around the edge.
Yeah, I feel like I cut it a little close.
Okay. Oh, this is good. We can see you do it, and then we can figure out what we need to
the right way.
what we need to do to fix it.
Well, actually, I recommend is going over and watching the other girl do it. But she did mention in her video that this does take a little bit of practice. So she did say that she practiced. Of course, if they're going to be doing something for a company, like you're going to not get on here like I am right now and be like, ooh, this ain't working.
No, this is fun. This is how
this is real life.
Everybody does it. This is what you're going to do. These are the steps you're going to take. Also, Brooke said put 2 holes in them and you can use them for stitching. So if you want it to stitch down flat, put a second hole in.
Stitch down flat. Does she mean like stitch with weaving the thread through it?
No, you could see how there's a hole in the upper corner. You could put another hole down in the lower left-hand corner, and then when you stitch it down, it'll stay flat.
Interesting. Now I'm going to do it there, so let's do that.
Okay, Brooke said sometimes they do curl up and stick, just collateral damage occasionally.
Collateral damage. Okay. Hold on. Am I doing it right? Oh, phew, scare me. I got the mat. I'm like, I got the mat. My glass is going to get really hot.
Yeah, and everybody, just a reminder, if you're looking for the Lady Vagabond stuff, go to Sandra's Paint and Paper Studio. She will have more stock in on Monday. Let me get her thing.
Woo, scary. It's kind of nerve-wracking to a degree because I'm like, I'm going to screw this up. It's going to touch.
I know. I would see if that was me, I'd want to keep putting my hand down to keep it flat. But I guess the heat keeps you from doing that. Okay, here's Zandra's shop if you're looking for the Vagabond papers, and she's got a whole bunch of other good.
It's really good after you got to work quick. It happens it's like not doing anything, and then it's like.
It's like it gets to a certain temperature and it just zap. That's cool.
That one turned out good. That one I did better with, and I don't have creases on her face.
I kind of like them just black and white too.
Let's see if I can make her a little bit. Looks like she's a little.
Good for you, Dorothy.
Make sure she's good and flat, not curled. I mean, she's pretty. She's got a little bevel, but that ain't bad.
No, she turned out good.
Okay, that was good. At least my second try was better.
She's so cute.
So now my question is, can I use the stays on to do it afterwards? Do you have to do it before? So that's what we'll have to experiment with. Go
ahead.
Where's the other one at? Shoot, where's the other?
Hey, Xandra said she has the shrink and the Sizzix tool too.
Oh, you have this in your shop, or you mean you own it?
Oh yeah. Is it yours or are you selling?
I'll practice on this one. It's not as good because I got a bow and I didn't do as good. So I'll practice on this one to see how the ink does afterwards.
Okay, I'm gonna have to jump on the bandwagon. I'm gonna go order one. Sandra said she'll have them in on Monday.
Oh, okay, cool beans. These are neat. Okay, let's try. I'll have you look at my niece. I'm gonna do a plug. Check out my niece.
Oh, what a little cutie.
Look at my little niece, isn't she cute? All right, let's see.
Hey, Gail. This is fun. Now, do they have like a clear shrink?
They do have a clear, and what the girl said on that did this on the Elizabeth design, she said that she liked the white better than the clear. But I think it maybe is a preference thing more so than like a right or wrong or better or whatever. I think she said that she liked the white better. So that's why I bought the white.
I think I'll try. Xandra, do you have both the white and the clear? I think I may try both. I think the clear might be cool too.
I think the clear could be cool too, depending on what the image is, you know.
Right.
So, all right, I'm taking the coating. I'm taking a coating off the stamp real quick.
This is fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Well, you guys get to see, like, you know, she did say you need to practice. So, and now I understand why she meant that, because the first one didn't go as good. It's freaking me out a little bit. Because I'm like, it's going to stick together. It's going to stick together, you know?
I know. It's like, oh my God, it's going to work.
It's going to stick. It's going through my mind the whole time. Don't stick to each other.
Oh, the web isn't letting me shop. Hey, Carrie. Welcome, everybody who's come in.
Don't show up as much with the clear. Maybe that's why she said. Maybe that's why she said she doesn't use it, or why she likes the white better. Maybe that's why she likes it. Maybe that, like Brooke was saying, that this shows up better. That makes sense. All right, let's try her.
Hey, Sandra, is this listed in your shop yet or no?
Oh, that's true. I wonder if you need to, she needs to like put your name on it. I wonder how many she's gonna get.
Oh, those stencils are nice. Yeah, like she's got all the bag. She'll have all the vagabond stuff. She's got the stencils, the stamps, the chipboard stuff, I think. See, I love when Colleen does projects because then I can shop.
And you can decide whether it's a good idea or not either.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a good idea.
Oh, here's something. Hey, Colleen, have you seen the Ciao Bella Collateral Rust collection?
Is that the one with the cars, or
yes,
it has like rusty cars? I have seen that one. I'll put some stays on ink on my refill on my pad. I do think my pad might just be a little dry.
Did Sandra say if it's not yet? Want me to hold one? Yes.
You can get refills for these for your pads because it stays on ink. Well, that's why it's got this extra cover. It will dry out quickly. Just in case there's anyone who don't know that. All right, so let's do this.
White paper too, and then I'm going to order some other stuff too since I've got something coming. Okay, good. All right, I'm sorry, Kelly.
No, I'm thinking out loud. I'm trying to decide if I want to try the.
Hey, Joy.
Try this without these without the alcohol. Oh, let me make sure it's dry. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold it way up high. I don't want it to start shrinking. just going to I'm just going to color it. It's going to be dark. And she did say not to make it too dark, which is why she was diluting it with alcohol, but it's smearing the ink. So I'm very puzzled. I'm very puzzled by using the alcohol ink with these. Like the alcohol, no, I'm sorry, alcohol ink. I'm sorry, alcohol. Now, question, can you use alcohol ink on these? I might do with this, the ones I messed up is maybe I'll drop some.
Okay, so why does she? Okay, so she uses the alcohol on it just to spread it and make it thinner. Probably.
Yeah, but when I did
it'll
that,
be more opaque.
It smeared the stays on.
What did?
The alcohol.
Right.
And I don't know how she did it without it smearing. And I mean,
just put really a small amount of alcohol on the Q-tip so it's not real wet.
I'm very puzzled. I've never heard it. I mean, she maybe did it just to dilute it because she did say don't make it too dark. We'll find out when we shrink it why not to make it too dark. But
yeah, because it'll be more opaque because the India ink is really intense.
So let's just see.
That's the only reason I can think why she was using that. Okay, Eileen, wait a minute. Listen, Eileen says, listen to me. All right. I'm sorry, Eileen. What?
Okay, I'm
looking. My full attention. Okay. Let's see what Eileen has to say.
I'm going to do this while you read it.
Okay. I'm waiting for her to type.
She's going to yell at us. I
know. We weren't paying attention.
I feel it coming.
I know. I see. Colleen,
I don't care if I smear it like outside of the picture. Like I'm just trying to get it not to smear the ink.
Okay. All right. What's she saying?
It must be really long.
Okay. Have her die. Oh, have her die cut the balloon, poke a hole, and then color it, and then shrink it. Oh.
Color with what? We're back to the coloring.
Okay, after you're done coloring this one, Colleen, I think what she's saying is go ahead, use, the hot air balloon that you got?
Yes.
Die cut that on the Shrinky dink paper. Poke a hole in it.
It is removing it.
And you'll shrink it down.
I need a paper.
That's cool. So you could make charms with your die cuts and shrink them down. Interesting. Oh, that would be cool.
I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, I'll do that next, Eileen. I'm honestly just was trying to figure out the whole color thing.
Yeah.
It's got me a little baffled.
I'll be curious to see what happens when it shrinks, if it makes a difference, if it's really dark.
It is pulling it off. It is removing the color. So if the point is it removes the color, it's definitely doing that. But it's also smearing the ink. So I don't know.
Okay, Xandra. Xandra said thank you. She's running off to do errands. Sunday she'll be playing with Stamperia's resin and alcohol inks. Cool.
Alcohol inks? Stamperia's alcohol inks?
No, probably. I don't think it's probably
regular.
Oh, with Stamperia's resin with the alcohol ink. So probably the Stamperia stuff with the Ranger stuff.
Okay.
Unless maybe they have alcohol inks now.
Yeah, she's got me she got me all what? There's what?
Plastic is for die cutting. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna color in her scarf and then I'm gonna put less on instead of her hair.
Okay, Brooke says it really does intensify when it shrinks.
So that's why she's saying to dilute it. But my question is, how do you keep the stays on is removing, you got to not hit the lines. Then that means if you're going to use alcohol ink with these indie inks, do not touch the lines.
Huh. Unless, did it help when you set it?
No.
Huh.
Like, be very careful. It helped a little bit, but it still smeared some unless I didn't have it totally dry. So I would say try to avoid the lines. I'm no expert. That's just what I'm seeing because I'm seeing my ink smear. But
okay, Brooke said if you sand the plastic, then you can color it with colored pencils.
Oop, I forgot to color the rest of her hair. Hold on. I thought something looked weird.
Thought something was off.
Okay, and then I'm going to do is color. I'm going to color the...
Here, push her up a little bit so we can watch you color.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to color the girl that we did do and see if you can color them afterwards with alcohol inks. So you definitely can take move these with alcohol, move the Faber-Castells.
Okay, Carrie Ann says she's pretty sure she has the original Shrinky dink somewhere from about 20 years ago.
There you go. Old is new.
Yep.
I am able to move it. And she did hers very, very faint when she did her, especially on her face. And I probably used more than I should have, probably. What? That's a weird thing. I used too much product? What?
What a surprise.
What? I never do that. I will try your balloon thing in a minute, Eileen. I think the color thing's bugging. Now it's bugging me the most. Because I think she'll look better colored in. So, I mean, she's just going to look.
Oh, Kathy Arbor said if you had clear, you could stamp on one side and then color it on the other side.
That's true, which I can't do with the white. So that would be a disadvantage. So this, okay, we're up for a challenge, right? We're trying to figure, I mean, again, I think once you get this down, the coloring, the stamping, I think this would be fun to make charms or dangles with. I think you can take all your stamps you own and make them into charms. I mean, other than buying the Shrinky dinks, and that, or maybe the tool if you want, you don't have to buy anything else. You have, a million stamps, right? Or whatever. So my thought was, oh, this would be neat because you're not having to buy very much to do this one. And this one I barely put any on, but it did smear the ink. Maybe when the ink is smeared, maybe it doesn't show up once it's shrunk. Maybe we'll get lucky and it won't show up much. Just put a teeny bit of blue. See, if we hate it, well, like I said, we'll figure it out. We'll work on this together. You'll figure out where you want to attempt this or don't want to attempt this. I think the Shrinky dinks for about $8, $10, or something like that, like the material. So.
And then how much was the little tool thing?
And there's different brands too. So I do think you should use just the old-fashioned normal paper punch that you get at any store. I think making the hole larger is definitely a good idea because the other just made it. I think it was going to be too small. Now I'm going to cut into her hair because I went out of the lines.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Colleen.
Yeah.
While you're doing that, I just watched the video from Sizzix.
Yeah.
To get the clear, you can just make little charms because you die cut your shape, color it with a marker, shrink it, and you've got a little charm.
Is that where Eileen saw that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to die cut it, Eileen. That's coming. We're going to experiment together what to do and what not to do. And
Okay,
if it's
Brooks.
easy or not.
Okay, Brooks said you can color it with pan pastels or chalk too.
Before or after you shrink it?
Probably before. Either, probably.
Glad
But you
you're
probably
being...
do it before so the color sets in.
Because my thought is you would want the color to set in.
Right.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking would be the reason for... Okay, I got my smusher. Let's heat her up and see how the color looks and if the smeared ink shows up. Oh, hello. This is where I get all like... Put the mat down.
Okay, so you have to have the mat.
Yeah, you put your mat down to protect your surface.
So is this brand new, Colleen?
I hear you, but I don't hear you. Hold on.
Oh, it's this brand new.
Thinking I don't want to
Oh.
stop.
Brand, okay, I love the clear. I think they look better after shrunk. Okay. All right, lots of good ideas. Hey, Lena, welcome. Colleen has a new toy she's playing with. It's so fast.
Oh, it's so fast.
Oh, I think she looks good with the intense color.
Yeah, so maybe it doesn't matter if it shrinks a little bit. Maybe it's okay. I think the whole point of the smusher is just so she doesn't have that bend on her.
Right, to keep it nice and flat.
So it's nice and flat and you don't get any curling. It does work. Now, you can see where it went out. Obviously, it's messy when I did it, but...
You're out of camera, Colleen.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can't really tell the ink smeared. You can tell I did it messy, but you can't tell that the ink smeared. So maybe too much. Well, maybe a little. See right there.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it without smearing the ink. So when everyone experiment and you figure it out, you let me know. It smeared both times, no matter how dry it was. There's one colored in, one not colored in. Then we'll see if we can do something on top afterwards since this smears, or a different product. I think is when you get something new, this is the best way to figure out the product is to just play these.
Those are really cute.
Okay, she wants me to die cut the balloons.
Yeah, die cut the balloon, color it with a marker, and then shrink it.
Color it with the marker before or after?
Before.
Okay.
No, die cut it and then color it.
Die cut, color, shrink.
Yes.
Okay. I'm having fun even if it's not totally successful. It's successful, but not what I wanted. I want it to not... I don't want it to be messy, like the one's messy.
Okay, she's using her Faber-Castell markers, Lena. And then she did it either just the Faber-Castell marker or blending it with a little bit of alcohol on a Q-tip.
And it moves the stays on. If it didn't move stays on, it would be fine, but it's moving. Moving stays on.
I just wonder if
I'm using too much alcohol.
I just wonder if you let it sit for a while, like do it one day and then the next day, if that'll make a difference.
They take a few times to die cut, so I need to run it through. Maybe run it through a couple times.
Okay.
That's a good idea. I'll do this.
Hey, Colleen. Lena said,
and leave it dry.
Okay, Lena said that Memento ink pad is great if you're using alcohol-based colors. Oh, so it won't, the Memento ink pad won't run?
Okay, so Memento ink, the dye pad, the dye ink.
Yeah, for the stamp.
Okay, let me go get that. I have that.
Yeah.
And I'll go get the other ink, and then let me die cut this.
Okay, StazOn is alcohol-based ink, so it will move if you use Copic markers. Okay, interesting.
What? Okay, maybe it's the ink. Hold on, let me go get my Memento and die cut this.
Oh, thank you, Lena. I love our group and everybody. We always can, between all of us, we can figure it out. Okay, so I was going to go. This has been so much fun watching Colleen. I'm just at the step of adding more papers to my journal. I think I'm going to do 3 signatures. Mixture of handmade papers that I bought from people, made myself, some scrapbook papers, and then my signatures will be done. Okay, Eileen, good point. Eileen, it does stink, but I like the smell of the black. The stinky dink board of advisors. Kimberly, you're funny.
Okay.
I know, isn't it fun, Nettie? Because some people have used it, so we figure it out. It's fun.
It's fun to have a group of friends around, so I'd be sitting here trying to figure out why the heck my ink is smearing still. Okay, I have Memento ink. And it mostly cut it, Eileen. There's a little bit at the bottom that didn't cut, so I'm just gonna fussy cut that the rest of the way.
How did it cut the intricate one, Colleen, too?
It didn't. I went through 3 or 4 times, and maybe I needed to add a little
shim or something.
Yeah, like a piece of paper, but it got all the it did pick up all the embossing.
Oh, good.
So all the embossing worked. All right, and then that was the other piece. Okay, did she say I have to take out the little parts? No, that did not work. If I got to take out all these little parts, I don't know. Let's try.
Are they coming out?
Well, not easily. I'll let it come out if I force it, Eileen. And it comes out jagged, but yeah, I went through 3 or 4 times. So what do you suggest, Eileen?
Okay, while you're doing that, Lena's had some really good information.
Okay, read it out to me.
Okay, she said, I don't know if you heard this. The StazOn has alcohol in it, so that's why it's moving. The Memento doesn't. She also said the StazOns dry out fast.
They do dry out fast.
Heat set it after stamping to be sure that it's totally dry. Okay. She was yes, she were heat setting the StazOn.
It's not one. Yeah,
it didn't help. Okay.
I'm going to use a shim or something because it embossed it, but it really didn't punch out the details.
Okay.
All right, so I will have to use some sort of shim.
Just try another 1 or 2 pieces of paper.
Yeah, I'm just going to need a shim because it's not going through. All right, let's see. Let's do another stamp real quick. Eileen, are you buying Shrinky so you can try this?
No. She's just going to tell us what to do.
Eileen.
Oh, Eileen said just color the plain balloon and do that one.
Do what?
Just color the plain balloon.
Okay. But I got to but the little pieces didn't die cut right. Oh, let's try a feather.
So that's also Elizabeth design?
It is also Elizabeth Designs. Hashtag obsessed with Elizabeth Designs.
Move your stuff up a little, Colleen. You're off screen.
There
you go.
And this is from this set, the feather.
Oh, that's really cute.
Girl, the feathers, and it says, it's backwards, create the things you wish existed.
Oh, that's a nice set. I like the little
like the feathers. I actually like the little grid stamp. It's like get the little grids and little
little flowers in there.
Flowers. And I like the little added tie like necklace thing on her. That's cute.
Nice detail.
It is nice detail. All right, let's do the feather.
Oh, okay. Here's a question. Do any of the people with stamping experience ever use a rocker blotter to help draw images like the old time thing?
I don't know what a rocker blocker is.
You know, you used to like people would stamp stuff down and then it's like it looks like a stamp, but it has a pad on it, and then you just rock it over to get it to dry. I
mean like old time like ink blotting, like inker, like
yeah, just like a blotter that you would roll over what you've stamped already. Huh.
Apparently, I haven't used it.
Well, then I mean, what you could do, you could stamp your thing, put a piece of paper over it, and then press down with. So any extra.
Thanks, Lena, for coming in. And
stuff would like come up onto the paper. That might help.
Thanks for coming in and helping us out, Lena. I appreciate it because I'm losing my mind why the ink is moving. It's moving. Tiny side, doll side.
Oh, Lisa has rocker blotters. Huh.
All right, let's see. All right, there's my feather. That looks good. I mean, the Memento ink stamped well on it as well. I mean,
I like the Memento ink. Which one do you have, Colleen?
This is the tuxedo.
Okay. Because there's that, and then I like this one. It's it has like a squishier pad, so it's good for edging. That's also, it's called Memento Lux. So it's nice for like edging papers and stuff. The papers press down into the other one.
This is again always the stream you learn what not to do.
But that's
I think I'll be ordering more of these. I can see as I'm learning this, there's 10 in the Sizzix one, there's 10 pages per pack. This is my second page. So I foresee in the future I'm going to need more as I learn how to do this.
See now, and I'm interested in the clear ones.
I think it'd be worthwhile. I think it would be worthwhile to try to clear for sure, just to see what happens and see which one and then you can decide you can decide then for yourself, which one you like.
Yeah, I'll get a pack of ink each and play with both of them. It's so much fun watching this. I'm not collecting my papers.
And I really appreciate you reading the chat because I can't do both right now since it's new and I'm like, what am I doing? I don't know. It's weird cutting through this material. It almost feels like metal.
Oh, does it? It looks like Yupo, but it's probably heavier than Yupo.
Yeah, it's almost like it really feels like a metal, a thin metal. And does it
feel like the magnetic stuff? Like the magnetic stuff?
It's almost like a thin 10 it almost feels like a thin 10.
Oh, like aluminum?
You hear that?
Yeah.
So it feels like a really thin metal, like aluminum, but colored
Interesting.
white. So yeah. So here's the question: is can you heat up a can and shrink that baby? Hashtag
No,
You'll burn
I
yourself. Don't do
don't
that.
think so.
Don't do that. You'll burn yourself.
Okay, there's printer plastic. Oh, Sizzix has printer plastic, so you could actually print.
And then you wouldn't have to stamp.
Yeah.
It's printer shrink plastic, so you could print designs on it and then just cut it, and you wouldn't have to stamp it. And then
Yeah, that's what it says. Surface shrink
for
plastic.
laser or inkjet.
Let me look
Does
at
that
mine.
matter too? Which printer you have, or is it for both?
Hopefully both. Oh. Let's see what it says. Shrink plastic, printable, 10 sheets. Add the shrink plastic. This must have create a personalized printer. Each sheet can easily die. Okay, each sheet can easily die cut with thinlits or bigs dies and will shrink in size when the heat is applied. So this plastic stuff will be good for die cutting.
Oh, specifically for die cutting, not just like using this one. Okay, now that's something. So you get that one for die cutting and not for printing with your printer, or for both?
Both.
Oh, okay.
No, it's the one for printing, and then it says you can die cut with it.
Okay, send that to Twitter for me, will you?
Possibilities for adding mixed versatility with dispatch from Sizzix. Ideal for use with Sizzix heat tool, shrink plastic accessories. All items sold separate. It does not say if it's for laser or inkjet. That would be a good question.
Baby. I'll pet you later. Here's your toy. Here's your toy.
I would hope that it would be for either since they don't specify.
Try us again.
All right, let's see.
See what happens. Because she, like I said, she did it very lightly because, like Brooke said, it, don't pick up the brown. It intensifies, and I would agree with that just by seeing how brown her hair looks. If it's moving the black.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Did you hit it with heat gun?
Yeah. So it's definitely moving the black. Well, at least, but it's very heavy right there. Let's try something else. I did get the ink really heavy there. Not intentionally. They just did it. It just happened that way. I can't tell you the last time I used a Memento ink. So let's see if we can get rid of the. I keep putting alcohol down there. I can't find it. So I don't want to dip into the jar. I've just got too much. Let me dab some off too. I don't know. Does anyone have the products to play along?
No, I hadn't even seen this yet. When did this come out?
I can't remember. The video was from like a couple months ago. We just didn't know it.
Huh.
Like when I'm pretty sure I was just going through, looking at all her stuff, like all the books and the things for the sidekick and things for the planner and things for the journal, and just trying to kind of get a grasp of. Okay, now she was saying pan pastels. I don't think that's going to stick. I'm not sure that's going to stick because of the, see, it's kind of smearing as I'm touching it.
But I think the pan pastel.
So I don't know about the mementos working either. I feel like it's. I wonder if, like you said, you just need to like stamp it and leave it.
Right.
I mean, you got to do this ahead of time and had this all planned out.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if you need to stamp it and just leave it sit for an hour or two, and not in that way you're using your heat gun on the Shrinky Dink before you even attempt to color it, because it is definitely still smearing, and it's smearing while I'm touching it. When I'm laying my hand on it, and it's smearing on my fingers. It's not even ink related or alcohol related. Interesting.
Maybe it might help to blot it, just to pick up the excess.
Okay, yeah, so I'm confused. Okay, so I'm gonna take the feather. It's a little smeared up top, but around the edge. I'm gonna set this aside and let's just leave it sit for a little bit, and we'll work on something else and come back to it. Because this one definitely, see how the alcohol got the ink wet. Do you see that?
Yeah.
I mean, it got it even more wet, and now it's not even drying. So the memento and alcohol also, and that was a good try. I mean, I actually had the memento ink was sitting in my alcohol cart, so I must have figured that out at some point.
It is, Lena. It's, you know what, with the memento, the ink needs a surface to sink into, and you're right. The ink is just sitting on top of the surface.
Yeah, it's just sitting there, and it's wet. Yeah, it's just not even dry. Yeah, it's just not even. Hold on.
So I wonder, because it is plastic, if it'll blot it some, Colleen, and see what happens.
Yeah, because I got that wet with the alcohol trying to smear the marker around. Okay, so let's do, since she's kind of messed up anyway, let's just see, Sharpies is going to be really dark. Like if I throw a Sharpie on here, she's going to be really intense. You know what I mean? Like, if we don't, like, this is the diluted brown. So what would be, trying to figure this out in my head. I don't know. Let's just see. Let's just do, instead of other, let's just throw some, just use some Sharpie. I mean, what we got to lose, right? You can always just print them out black and white, shrink them, and be totally happy with them. I'm just trying to make it difficult by figuring this out. You can just make a black and white and go on with your life. Because you should be able to move this correctly with the alcohol. Move the Sharpie too. I'm assuming. Let's just see.
So I would think that would probably be the same thing going through the printer. You'd want to let it sit.
Oh, that's true, because your ink would be wet coming out of the printer. Yeah. If it's, you know, I don't know what laser ink is compared to memento ink compared to StazOn ink.
Yeah, because even like when you do a transparency, you kind of have to let it sit.
Now, as long as you don't care about the little line details, I'm going to lose those. I could do this with the Sharpie. I mean, I'm able to color this with the Sharpie, but I'm losing all those stamped lines, like highlights.
Yes, they do make clear, Eileen.
Go back to the other one.
Oh, they do black. Oh, yeah. It comes in different colors too.
Yeah, because either way, I lose my lines. Either where I use a Sharpie or the other, I'm definitely, to know people. I want to be able to color mine. Like,
right.
I want to be able to color it. So you could also just color it and not touch it with the alcohol. You could just color it in, don't touch it with the alcohol, and then be done. It's just going to be very bold.
Bye, Janet. Thanks for stopping by.
I could think of. Thanks everyone for being here. Sorry, I'm not an expert, but we're learning together.
Hey, Papers.
Have a good walk, Janet. Try walking a little doggy.
Okay, Kathy said reuse your number 6 food containers if you want for clear. How do you know if they're number 6? I think they'll say somewhere, it'll be in the plastic somewhere. Graphs black would be cool for die cuts too. Isn't this fun, Tina?
Clear sun catchers. I remember doing clear suns catchers. Ooh, this one's dried out. Oh, you'll get out your Sharpies and stuff, and you'll find out what works and what doesn't. I've lost my lines, but I'm gonna go ahead and color this in and shrink it and see how it looks. I feel like the guy from Christmas Vacation. I'll just light up the little snowman or little Santa Claus and the 8 shiny reindeers because nothing else on his house was working.
So many possibilities with this.
Yeah, well, these, like, I'm trying, throwing these. I think these are, what are these? I threw them in for alcohol, like Set Pro markers. These are old. Okay, let's try the.
Okay, this is interesting. Here's who we need to talk to, Kathy Arbor. She said there's a lot of information online, and her brother is a plastics manufacturer, said this is safe and will work the same. So that's the number 6 plastic will work the same.
Really?
Yeah, so look on your containers before you throw them out, and it should be marked on there, right, Kathy? Like where it says if it's recyclable, and I think there's a number on there, at least on some of the packaging.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
And you're recycling and making art. Oh my gosh. I'm tired. Hello. Switch mats. Stamping mat, heat mat. Not the same.
Okay, so the heat mat you need because that makes it hotter. That's funny, Lena.
Uh-oh. Undo.
It seems like they undo.
Hold on. Woo! Hot.
Yeah, you don't want the collateral damage to be the one you spent all the time coloring.
Trying to save her.
You'll get it. Oh, you didn't see this part, Lena. It's Shrinky Dinks. It's Sizek's version of Shrinky Dinks. Hey, Tracy. Oh, yeah, Lena missed the first part where they shrunk.
Whew. Okay, so there she is colored in with some Sharpies. It did smear the ink, but you can use your Sharpies on it. But you are, again, it smeared the Memento ink too. So, I don't know, like the Sharpie got rid of all the little lines that was running through her hair. You know what I mean? That was part of the original stamp, but right. I mean, it still looks good though. But
yeah, I like the intense color.
So you are going to lose the lines of your stamp. And then when I did this,
Put it in here.
I mean, you kind of see it, kind of don't. Let me get up close. I'm doing all this quick for, I'll take them. You can see some of the lines, but you'll lose some. And then on this one, again, we lost some. So I don't know. I don't know if one or the either is better.
Right, Lena? Buttons, charms.
But I mean, I think that just opens up the possibility of,
yeah,
and any stamp can be a cute little charm on a book or a dangles or whatever. I think you just got to figure out, like, if you want to try the Faber-Castells. I did like the way that looked with the brown hair girl with it thinned out. I do, granted I didn't do a great job with it, but, and then the purple is not thinned out. So it depends, I guess, on the look you want, if you want it intense and not intense, but both of them smeared the ink. So I don't think one's better than the other as far as product. So let's see if we can just, what happens if we color on her when they're done?
Could you emboss on her? Could you use like the Tim Holtz embossing things on her?
Tim Holtz. Oh, the enamels.
Yeah.
Let's try.
I don't know if it's going to make it crinkle, but that might be.
Oh, that's true. We got, no, I think once it's done shrinking, it's done.
It's like, done. Okay.
I don't think it shrinks any, like, it won't shrink anymore.
Okay. Yeah, because that might be cool. Because then you'd still be able to see the lines of the stamp, but then you'd have some color on it. Yes, Kimberly, that's what I think Brooke said that too. Now, did you sand the paper a little bit to use the colored pencils, or did you just put the colored pencils on top?
Oh, I see what you're saying. If you use the clear, Lisa was saying, you'd be able to just see the girl on the front and the back versus just on the front.
Right.
But then she won't be as bright. So I'd say she won't be as bright, but then you'd see her on the front and the back. So I'd say there's pros and cons to both.
I'm sorry, Eileen, I lied. I thought the link you gave me was for clear plastic, but that was for white. Colleen told me, you said it comes in clear plastic and white, right?
I would think it does, because she said that the girl on Elizabeth Designs showed her clear one she made and her white ones she made, and she liked the white better.
And on that video that you showed, Eileen, wasn't that clear? Oh, maybe there isn't completely clear.
Or maybe it's more foggy.
Yeah.
Watch this smear the ink. This may smear the ink.
Okay, maybe it's not clear. Maybe it's just like.
Okay, so this is smearing the ink.
Not white.
A little bit, I think. Our face was dirty. Maybe my hands are dirty.
Yeah, you may have a little ink on your hands. Oh, that was white. Maybe I thought it was clear. I'm sorry.
Let's just see what happens. Well, we got, I mean, it's no big deal. It's only paper, right? Like, it's only plastic. We're just gonna see what happens. If it looks good, it does. If it don't, it don't. All right. Again, like, you're not putting, when you're learning, I guess what lesson is, if when you're getting new product and we're learning about it, right, is that we need to make sure it's not on, make sure it's not on a masterpiece.
Yeah.
So if it does, this is not part of something you're selling, or, if you're a seller, make sure it's just going, it's not anything important. I can probably just put this back down.
I'm curious to see if that'll work.
Yeah, if it sticks or not.
And it's not shrinking anymore.
It is gonna work. Look.
Cool.
Ow. Hold on.
Hot. Be
Okay,
careful.
hold on. Give her camera to focus. Get all the other light around. She is blue now.
Oh, cute.
Okay, she's bluer than what's showing. Why does she not look blue? There.
Oh, cool. That's cute. I like that, Colleen.
All right, let's add a little more where I missed it. There you go, enamel. Now I think and you gotta be careful because I know the enamel will remove some of what's there. Ask me how I know that. When you go back in the second time, that can happen. Okay. Like I would have never thought to do that, to do the embossing enamels on this. That's a good idea.
Well, especially the Tim Holtz, the stain enamel, or the stain, whatever it's called, because it's see-through.
Oh, that's true. And that's why it works, because it doesn't cover up the girl.
Right. You can
You're
still
right.
stamp
His
through
are
it.
see-through. Ooh, it works good. Hold on. Woo! She does get hot.
Oh, I like that. That's really
cool. I like that. That makes it all the boo-boos worth it.
That looks good. Then you don't have to worry about the ink as
Yeah,
much.
you don't worry about Brooke is turning into Eileen. What? If you press clear embossing ink, hold on, I gotta scroll off.
Okay, if you press her into clear embossing ink, then into clear embossing powder for embossing, it's gorgeous. Add glitter too. Ooh. You could add some glitter in there. And you know what else might be fun? If you were doing like solid stuff or the Seth Apter embossing powders that have all the texture in them.
Hi, Kimberly Ray. I didn't see you come in. So I like it. Do y'all like the embossed look?
I like it.
You don't have to worry about the ink running and stuff, but she's just one color. Now you could get tricky and try doing multiple colors. But that way it's all sealed in. It doesn't smear it doesn't smear anymore. So that works really nice. Hi, Carrie Ann. Do the balloon with the glaze. Even though the balloon didn't die cut.
Yeah, isn't there a solid balloon?
The solid balloon did work.
Okay, yeah, just do the solid one with some color on it.
Okay, because this did not die cut all the way through, only in spots. Okay. What color, Eileen? Do we want to stamp underneath it or anything? Let's see.
Yeah, you could. Oh, go ahead and stamp and then do the embossing stuff. Stamp on it and then do the embossing stuff when it's done.
Let's see if we could put part of her on here.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, put her on there.
Any color.
Yep, stamp it, and then I say emboss afterwards.
All right, dull side, shiny side. Make sure I get stamping on the correct side. Okay, this is the doll. Need a new piece of paper. Don't have stuff on it. Okay. Memento ink. Where'd you go? Here it is.
Cool. Cool, cool, cool.
All right, there we go.
That's a beautiful stamp.
Isn't it beautiful? Okay, let's see. Let's do the right little, this little heat gun to dry it.
What did Lena say? Let's see.
Okay, if the bloom works, she may get some of this.
Really?
Mm.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, we're going to shrink the balloon down. And then we're going to, are we going to put the embossing enamel and then shrink it?
No, don't. I would say I don't know.
I know. I'm thinking we should shrink her first.
Shrink it and then the embossing and then the enamel. Okay, so Brooke, if we enable Eileen, is that a double shot?
Double shot. I think there's a song.
Right?
Okay, where's my smushing tool? What y'all do with it? There it is.
Yep. Cheers, Brooke. Happy Friday. This is so fun, Colleen.
I'm glad you're having fun. Hope everybody is also having fun and not like, oh, like, she doesn't know what she's doing. I'm sorry. Everybody might have fun for the fun of learning a new product and trying
new products are lots of fun. Look how much that shrinks. That's crazy.
Hot. What? It gets hot? That's crazy.
Let's see.
Smeared a little bit. If anyone figures out the perfect stamping ink, please let me know what that is because it's still smeared a little bit.
I think, well, plus you just did it right away too. I think it's
that's other laying over here. We're going to try that I just left to the side for a little bit.
Okay.
We can see what happens with that.
I'll be right back, Colleen.
Okay. Woo! Hot. Keep acting like really surprised that it's hot. Hold on. There you go. There's the girl stamped on the balloon die cut and heated up. And luckily the enamel helps hide the fact that some of the ink smeared. So there. Now, I didn't get the edges covered great, so I could go back in and try to cover the edges. I'd say the disadvantage would be that I missed some of the edges. You know what I mean? I don't know if you would want to go in and try to do the edges or not, but yeah, so that works. That's cool, right? I could say the hot air balloon. Like, what was the original die? I mean, the original die was this big, and on the Shrinky Dink, look how much that shrinks. But she is really cute, though. I like it. Okay, so we've done 2 with the embossing enamel. And so let's try going back to this one that we stamped earlier that started to smear. We did the memento ink. We let it sit aside. So let's see if it's dry enough to work. Or dry enough that the ink won't smear. Ugh, I can talk. Hold on, trying to manipulate my stuff around here. Okay. Hold on. Get the embossing powder off of here. Okay. Hi, Katie. Yeah, this is the Sizzix. This is the Sizzix shrink plastic. And this is the white. And these are the Sizzix tools you can buy separately for the Shrinky Dinks. These are the tools, and then here is the paper, or plastic, I should say. And what we're trying to do is figuring out how to color them, but with diluting them a little bit with alcohol, but not having the alcohol smear the ink. So we let this one set aside and start drying, so we can see if we can color this in before we shrink it. And we're trying to, because I saw the girl on Elizabeth Designs do this, and I don't remember seeing her ink smearing. So we're trying to figure this part out. If I'm using too much alcohol, if it just needs to set aside to dry a while. I'm trying to use less alcohol ink. And then we just thought, well, maybe if we leave it sit over there.
Oh, that's right, everybody. There is the rest of Mary's hop, and that starts at, let me check the time. Let me check the time for that. All right. Okay, this hop starts again at 6 o'clock with Mary doing introduction, and then at 6:15 Beth will be on. 6:50 the Jersey Crafter. 7:25 Ann Lair. 8 o'clock Crafting Mamas Shelley. 8:35 Painty Girl. 9 o'clock Heavenly Gifted Today. And 9:45 till whenever Mary's back on finishing it up. So yeah, so we've got a full night from 6 o'clock on of streamers, and the theme of the hop is throwback arts and crafts.
It's still smearing it. So I don't know how to avoid it. It's still smearing it. It's not smearing it as bad, but it's still smearing it. Like it really smeared it up here when I went up in this area. I don't know. We haven't figured this part out. It is still smearing it.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Barb Owen will not be streaming today. She's okay, but Claus Man took a fell and he's in the hospital.
Oh,
and she can't go visit him because of the whole COVID thing.
Oh no.
So we'll be keeping Barb and her husband in our prayers.
Oh,
yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
I am too. Diane will be on at 1.
That's right.
If you guys are interested in having a new person to follow, she does all kinds of stuff like we do. She is legally blind, and she's like our Jean, and she still paints and creates. And I did a couple paint-alongs with her, which I would really liked. The snowman I did. And another one I did is a paint along with her. Okay, here's her link. And she's working on the scavenger hunt book. She's been getting a lot done with that. So here's her channel. She's already on. She should be on right now. Yeah, she is on now. Okay. So there you go. So there is the ink smeared a little bit, right? It's still smeared. But I don't know what to tell you about that. This is again with the coloring it in. This is without the ink. This is just using the marker and coloring in. And I cannot get my camera to focus. This is with using the ink and the Faber-Castells. I do still have an ink smear, but overall, other than the top part, it looks pretty good. So let's see if we can. What happens if we throw the? Will this move this?
I don't know. Let's see.
I don't know.
What did you use? Is that Faber-Castells?
Yeah, Faber-Castell alcohol.
When the Faber-Castells dry, it's permanent.
Okay. So let's cover up. Let's see if we can hide it, the smears, with embossing powder. Let's see. Let's try a yellow, something that's. No, that might make green, of course, but yeah, let's just see. Let's just see what happens. What we got to lose? Hold on. For time's sake, I'm just going to do that so you guys don't have to watch me.
I love that heat gun for embossing. It works really good.
Okay, that works.
Oh, cool.
I think it's like a little bit more. I think I missed a couple spots, but overall, like, hold on. Here's I missed a couple spots there, but you can, so if you color it in, it looks like you can then go over top of it with the embossing enamel. And like she said, because the embossing enamel is see-through, you can still see the feather that I colored in behind it. So let me I know you can hear him. Sorry.
Oh, so then you could even cut it a little bit wider and make a border, and then you have the two different colors.
That's true. Hold on. All right, let's try this again. Okay. Woo! Get warning. Gets very hot. Okay, now. There. Now I got to coat it better. So now you can see. Now you can see the Faber-Castell alcohol over the stamped image with the embossing, and this might be a good cheater way to. I'm trying not to burn myself. A cheater way to hide some of the ink smears until we figure out the magic ink.
It almost makes it look like it's encased like an amber or something, you know?
Or like if it was, yeah, like, or if you had like a real petal in there and you sealed it in,
Yeah.
or a real, dry
Yeah.
leaf or something. Yeah, so I think that's pretty cool. So I think that looks great. All right.
Yeah, Lena said, just picture how cool your own drawings would look when they get shrunk down.
Oh, that's a good point. You could do that if you printed them. I mean, she's like printing them on the printer one. Like
Yeah, print it on the printer one and shrink it down.
And then shrink it down. Is that what you? I see Lena making that being one of her future projects.
Yep.
So I think we learned a lot. I'm still confused about what ink to use if you're going to color it in. We still didn't figure that part out, but we did figure out you can just leave it black and white and use the enamels. And we also then figured out again, this is the black and white, and this is with the enamels, this is with the die cut of that. And then you can also,
color them.
If you're much neater than me, you could do this, or shrink them down and make them black and white, or color them in with alcohol inks. There's lots of options. I'd say that mine are messy, but if you take your time, you could definitely, maybe you can maybe you can do the no smear. Let me know if anyone figures out the magic ink. Message me somewhere, and I love.
Oh, archival ink. We have to try archival ink, Colleen.
I don't know what else to do. Oh, archival.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I think it has something to do with the plastic and the ink sitting on top of the plastic.
Yeah, because the memento was sitting on there, and then it stays on smeared when it got wet.
Yes, our ATC coins, artist coins, make them big and then shrink them down. Figure out how big it has to be to make them 2.5 inches around.
Yeah, I think the thing I'm most bummed is we did not figure out. I'm most bummed because we didn't figure out what ink to use. So let's I guess we could try.
Here's a hint, Colleen. Carla said, did you sand the shrink plastic? Maybe if you lightly sand it, that'll make the ink set better.
Can't hurt to try, right? I mean,
yeah,
it's smearing, and I would like to figure out what ink we could use to color it in that is permanent. But if we sand it, are we going to have scratches in it?
Not if you do a light sand, because that was Brooke had said sand it if you're going to use the pencils. I'd say just do really lightly.
This is pretty wimpy, the nail brush.
Yeah, that's probably a good one. And then brush it off. Make sure there's no sand.
Okay. All right, so we sanded it. So let's try the archival.
I love the suitcases.
Yeah, the suitcases and the books, like such a great stamp set. Now my archival is very light because it's low on ink.
Okay.
But
So let it sit. Hit it with the heat gun.
Hit it with the other heat gun.
Press a piece of paper over it.
Okay. Yeah, we saw it earlier. There's no Barb today, right? She's at the hospital with her husband. Okay. I don't see anything coming off.
Ooh.
All right. So let's see. What are we on color with? What do we want? Do we want to
do the first one you did with the Faber-Castells and the.
Okay.
You could actually, they said that's a big enough stamp. You could do different things on it and see what works.
Oh, I need suitcase.
Yeah.
Huh. Green's not traditional. Let me see. How many browns do I have? I mean, obviously brown would probably be the most popular. I think I only have like a tan and a brown. Like there's no other fun
Blue.
colors. I know this feels different on the sand surface. So compared to when I was putting it directly on without it sanded. So it does feel different with the markers. Yeah, because I would love to resolve this because then because I want to make some of these. I want to make ones that look well.
Yeah. How's it going?
It's moving it.
Is it moving the ink though?
No, it is not moving the ink. So maybe.
So rough it up and blot it.
Rough it up. Heat set it lightly.
Blot
it.
Oh, there you go. That's nice.
I don't see it moving the ink. Oh, wait a minute. Let's say pulled some dark. Wait a minute. Maybe it's just slide. I think it is moving it. Hold on.
I say use a minimum amount of alcohol ink that you need to use to blend.
Yeah, see, it is moving it. Look. See, I'm just going on the outside.
Well, yeah, but you're
going to have to really be neat.
You just have to be careful.
You're going to have to be uber neat and not touch the edges. Even with sanded, even with the archival, you're going to have to be super duper neat and intentional. Like really take your time and don't touch the dark part.
Yeah. But that's better than it was.
Yeah, but yeah, this still smears too. So you're going to have to be very, very neat. Else it's not going to work. Wow. I mean, the only ink that I know of that's left would be the VersaFine.
Oh.
Or
that would be a good one to try.
Okay, she thinks because it's oil based.
Okay. Yeah, oil with the plastic.
Hold on.
Yeah, Lisa said she'd use colored pencils. Okay, the archival, the memento, and the India. Oh, I've got India ink. I can try that when I get it. Those are all permanent inks.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be permanent inks. I think we're thinking, Carla, that it's because it's going onto plastic. So the ink's not really soaking in.
Okay, this is the VersaFine.
I love that stamp.
Hold on. I'm
Yeah.
trying to ink out because I can't get the flap shut. There. I'm using this heat gun so I don't activate the shrinking yet. Instead of the powerful one.
Yeah, the other one's too hot. I was wondering how it kept it from shrinking. Plus, you don't have the heat pad underneath either.
Oh, thanks, Judy. I wish I would have found the perfect stamping ink. I had no idea it was going to smear when we started.
Now hers, you said hers didn't smear?
No, it didn't smear. Unless she did take her time coloring it in, unless she, like I said, she stayed on it, didn't touch the black. But I feel like she probably should have stated that
right.
You don't touch the black at all with the alcohol. Trying to wipe my fingers off here.
I know, right, Brenda? She's got a lot of good stuff.
Like that's pretty important thing to mention. So, okay, yeah. So let's see if, let me dry my hands. If I just touch this with my finger, this is the VersaFine.
Did you blot it?
Nope.
Blot it.
I bet it's going to smear. Yeah, look.
Okay, so that's the excess. Blot it till it doesn't get anything comes up.
Still getting her image. Still getting her image. I don't know if this is not gonna, and smearing as I'm blotting, this is not gonna dry. I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah, see, it's just not going to dry.
It just sits on top.
Yeah, it sits on top. Wow. So let's go with. Okay, what else can we do? What are our options? Let me think. We've tried sanding it. Let's try sanding it with the stays on. Let's go back to stays on and sanding. Like we'll go back to where we started.
Okay, does the shrink plastic have two sides? Okay, yeah, it does. We're using the rougher side and not the shiny side.
Yeah, we are using the non-shiny side. So let's go back to stays on, and oh, that's Memento. Right, wrong one. Get out of the way. Let's go back to stays on. Let's do it. Let's try the key. I'm so puzzled right now. Key looks nice. That's part of that set.
Mm-hmm.
Stays on will stain your stamps. So if you are worried about it, wipe it off right away. All right. I think there's a lot of details. That's a really good stamp with all the details in it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I think it's really detailed stamp. All right, let's just dry it a second. With a wimpy gun, not your big gun.
Not the big guns.
Not the big guns, with your little gun. Your little grody gun. I can already see it bending a little bit.
I don't try it, Eileen. Eileen wanted to know if the smoocher works when you fry bacon to stop it from curling. Eileen, that's your homework. The smoocher on the bacon.
Okay, so stays on isn't smearing, right? Meets the finger smear test, like that smeared. So we know that's a loser. Okay, I'm gonna move that so I don't put my finger in or get the ink smeared one on the other. All right, so let's go back to, see, do I have a silver?
Silver or gold or bronze, copper.
Yeah, a lot of my, actually, like I've had these for so many years, but some, well, that one had the lid off. You know, that one's dried out. A lot of, I had to pitch a lot of mine drying out, but that's if you have something for 15 years, you don't use it, it will dry out. So, oh, here is gold. All right, so let's just color that in, that little spot in. I have smaller Q-tips too.
Okay, so why are we just not coloring it in as opposed to putting the alcohol on it?
Try just smearing it without.
Or just color it in without the...
Yeah, we could. But wait a minute, here you go. I just smeared it without doing anything, without any product. Hold on.
Because the India inks are damp for like a minute or so.
Like almost works like a water-based product till it dries. Like,
yeah, so you can, I mean, you can shadow, because I've shadowed and stuff with that.
That's true. Debbie's done that too with a lot of her
yes
buttons and stuff. Okay, maybe it's the type of thing I'm using, because this one I bought specifically for alcohol inks. I'm using it dry, and it's moving the Faber-Castell, and it's not smearing the ink.
So it's like one of those little stumps, right?
They're the little Q-tips.
Okay.
And they come in different sizes. Yeah, I found these on Amazon. So just
a dry Q-tip.
The white is the itty bitty, purple, and then
thanks, Carla, for your help.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah, those were good ideas.
And we appreciate everyone's help, just because trying to figure, I just want to figure this out. So if you guys get this, you'll be happy and you won't be hating it. I'm not hating it. I'm disappointed, but I'm not hating it. You know what I mean? There's a big difference between hating it and disappointed. So
I'd say use the dry Q-tips right away with the... Yeah, the dry with the what are they called?
Skip the alcohol.
Yeah.
Don't, and just kind of spread it out. Try not, you know, to put it on too heavy, because that's working pretty good. So let's.
Where'd you get those Q-tips, Colleen?
I bought these on Amazon. I can't remember if these were like for, I think this is for fingernails. Like if you do any of the little fancy fingernail stuff, I think that's what it is. I saw some on YouTube and they had a link to it. This is ages ago.
That's great for detail.
Yeah, isn't it cool? I got that and put those in there. I used to have markers in there. Look, my old stickers on. No longer markers.
We're figuring it out, Vanessa. We're just playing. Probably.
Yeah, it should work with alcohol inks, but I don't know if it stays on, will smear or not with the alcohol ink. Because again, alcohol ink, I guess the alcohol, because it probably smear it, because what we've seen is any alcohol at all smears the stays on. So yeah. I don't think you can stamp. Now, if you want to use the Shrinky inks and alcohol with no stamping, it'd be fine, I would think. I mean, there's nothing to stamp. And then you could just do colorful pictures or whatever. And
okay, Helen said they carry tiny Q-tips in the model department of Hobby Lobby too.
I was thinking what you could do too is you could, then if you color, let's say just an area, then you could use your die cuts and cut it out. With like if you color an area with the alcohol inks. Okay, let's see. moving everything around. We'll try that too. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm just not getting the whole alcohol, adding the alcohol to
I
spread
know.
it.
I know that's what she did, and I think it was just to make it. I think the whole point was just to make it. I should put the lid on it because you know that's like a bad thing waiting to happen, right?
Yeah.
Like I just did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, lids on. All right, so this is. Let's just color this in. Or color it and heat it up. I can talk. Where's my smoosher?
And it just shrinks. That is so cool.
Hold on. Well, that works. That smushes it. It's straight, and that looks really nice.
Oh, I like that.
Okay, so that's the white Shrinky Dink sanded with a fingernail block with the Stays On ink with the Faber-Castell and dry with and just push it around while it's still damp with this.
Right,
and I don't have any smearing.
Q-tip.
Q-tip. So Q-tip, sanding block, Faber-Castell, and don't use the alcohol. And that worked pretty good.
Oh yeah, that did work good.
Yeah, that's the first one we've had that's turned out decent. So I think that the alcohol just made it a mess.
Right, because that doesn't look messy at all.
No, it's neat. It's pretty. And I could hang that off of a journal. Finally. My gosh. I mean, I will try anything, but after a point, I do lose my patience. And I was patience running thin because the alcohol did not work.
Okay, so I want to use some key die cuts. When I get mine, I'm going to use some key die cuts and then shrink them, and they'll just look like little keys.
So let's take the failures over here. But you don't need that right now. Take the failures. There's some alcohol on it and punch it out.
Okay, just color that, Colleen, with the Faber-Castell markers and rub it and move it around with a dry Q-tip and see what happens.
Okay. Now there's going to be a big run on Faber-Castells.
That's something I've had, and I haven't used those in so long. It's a good reason to get them out.
That's a good point.
Because I know a lot of us have them.
I'm going to try to work fairly quick before it dries.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm at this where I'm doing a big area. Switch to the normal Q-tip. Like I said, this is not going to be a speedy one. So if you're going to do if you're going to do something larger like this, it's going to be slow.
Okay, so I can see. Okay, so she's using the alcohol to make it spread easier, but by doing that, there's more of a risk of moving the ink, your stamped thing.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to be so careful. I mean, careful doing it. And if you got the patience to sit there doing it, I say bravo.
Now, is this moving the stamp ink at all?
No, it's not. It's
Plus
not
moving for a little bit. Okay.
And my archival is, like I said, very light, but it's not moving it. So the Faber-Castell on the archival is not moving it when it's dry.
Okay, good.
So that actually worked as well. I think overall Stays On is just bolder than Tim's. I usually
Yes.
use Tim's just for edging. I don't generally stamp with it because it's not a black color. It's a lighter black gray. I like the.
Yes. I agree.
So it's time consuming, but you can do that.
Cool.
If you're gonna do, I think the little image was easier to color in than the big image.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do some experimenting real quick just to see.
Hey, Lena, you need to look back in chat or email Kathy Arbor or text Kathy Arbor. You can use the number 6 plastic food containers. Will work for this too. I don't know if you were here when we were talking about that. Oh, those are your alcohol inks.
Yeah, it's my.
Oh, that I'll be curious to see what those do.
Yeah, I want to see what happens. I'm trying to find my cheapo brush. It's got like a. I'm trying to find it. It's got like a little colored handle. Hold on. Got a weird colored handle. I use it with my alcohol inks. I just use it just for alcohol. Okay, I found it. Let's just do that. So let's just put some down, and then what we'll do is then just cut out like a shape. And then we'll see if this even remotely dries or. Wow.
So we activate that with alcohol to get them to work.
Yeah, so you can take your alcohol ink and put them in the little trays, and then they dry hard, which is fine. And then you activate them with a little bit of alcohol.
Uh-huh.
They're perfectly fine. You just got to activate them with alcohol. It's like working with paint. And that way you're not just like bloop, 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 dripping them out of the, dripping them out of the bottles.
Right.
So you have like, you can use whatever paintbrushes you use. I would just say like, just use them for alcohol and use a cheapo.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I made purple. Cool. Let's see what color we can dip in here.
Paint that on the suitcases just for fun to see what happens.
Okay.
Not too wet, just one that's already wet.
Yeah, it smears the ink.
It's smearing. Okay. That's too bad.
It is too bad because we can't figure out a. I said, someone else figures it out, man. Let me know. I would love to know. Someone else figures this out. So, okay, so we got the alcohol ink smeared on here. So let's just cut out a little, let's punch a circle.
Yeah, move your paper up a little bit, Colleen. You're going down.
See if I can get into the other color. I want to get over to the purple.
Oh, that would be cool on the suitcases. Do kind of an ombre thing and then stamp on it.
Oh, that's true. You could. See if it. Woo! Okay. So there's the alcohol ink. Oh, let's try that. Let's go with the stays on. I like where you're going with this. Hold on. to stamp on the alcohol. We put the alcohol down. We
Mhm.
cut out the shape. Now let's do a little bit of stays on top of this, because then it has the color behind it,
Right.
and then shrink it.
Hey, Sharon.
Hi, Sharon. So I'm just going to lightly dry it with this one just to get the ink a little drier before we start shrinking it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lay the little thing on top, and it may smear the ink. I don't have a hole cut in it because we're just playing, but like it did smear some, but it does work. It did smear.
Okay.
So it did have some smear. So let's let this dry and see if it smears in a little bit. See if it heat sets at all. So let's set that aside. See if it. Good thing I put the lid on.
Oh, yeah.
Saw that coming. I didn't. I just saw Brenda, stupid leg, said, "Don't forget to punch a hole." I did. Too late.
It's just a little embellishment.
Yeah, just gonna. There you go. That was on purpose. I'm trying to get some of the embossing powder we got on it from our earlier experiments off of it. Okay, so it did smear a little bit. But you could just do the alcohol ink and just punch it, shrink it, and call it a day and not stamp on it.
This was fun, Colleen. Here, move your hand up.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. It's not wet now.
And is it smeary?
It's okay now. So maybe if I would have let it lay there for a few more minutes, it would have been fine.
Yeah. I don't really see where it's smeared from here.
Okay. So if I would let it dry a few more minutes before I did that, I think it'd been okay. So cool. I think that works. And if I have little tiny hole punchers, the hand like this with the little tiny holes. So
yeah.
Boom, boom, and make a button and make your own buttons.
That would be great. Make your own buttons.
Yeah, you could, take the little hole puncher and just, like I said, I think ahead of time and make a button. And you would have custom buttons for your Lady Vagabond.
Very cool. Well, this was fun.
Wow, I think we learned a lot, and good and bad through the whole process, but it was very fun to show you guys all the new goodies, and hopefully everyone will try it. And again, try the old school stuff with the new school tools and see what happens, right?
Oh yeah, lots of fun stuff.
Good experiments. So now I'm feeling a little better. I think the embossing enamel, I was really happy with that. I was super happy with the embossing enamel. That was a surprise. That was
I like that. I'm glad that worked.
That was big. And then the key was the best, which was the coloring it in with the Faber-Castell and moving it around dry with the little things. But if you're doing a large area, like it's going to take forever to color it in, is what I'm saying. Patience.
Well, I'm excited. I'm going to get one.
And then I'd love to see if anyone else figures out better concoctions. This with this, and then this, and then this, and Yeah, I like to see if anyone comes up with better concoctions that are for this, better way, better order, different ink. You know what I mean? And we'll make it. This would be good to have an experiment book, what to do and not to do with Shrinky Dinks.
Very fun. Yeah, make sure you hashtag it Sizzix and Shrinky Dinks.
Agree. Sizzix, they got Sizzix shrink plastic.
Yeah, and then but also do Shrinky Dinks too.
I guess shrink plastic is the grown-up name for Shrinky Dinks. That's my guess. I'd say the smush tool, the net, and the heat pad actually were really nice to have if you're going to do this with your heat gun. I actually think that these are really came in handy to make sure that all these turned out they did all turn out very flat. So I think that is not, this was a good investment.
Right. So yeah.
So I say these were a good investment to get along with it. And I definitely want to try clear. And
yeah, I hope they have clear. Well, they have it's not completely clear. It's
right,
like
you could also just stamp in the black and do this and boom, done. Like that was the easiest one we did.
Yeah.
And then that was the die cut one. And I would like to die cut and try it with the printer ink. I think that would be fun to try too. So
yeah, because I'm even thinking too, you could print off a photo.
Ooh, that would be neat.
And then shrink it.
You could shrink your family like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah.
Your family. How fun is that?
Well, this was fun, Colleen.
Yeah, thanks for coming on and modding this whole time. I really appreciate it, reading chat and stuff.
No, it's been fun. It's been fun watching. And don't forget, everybody, that the rest of the hop starts at 6 o'clock. There's videos from this morning, so check those out. And Diane's on right now. And if you want to go over and watch her. And I will, I'm glad you enjoyed your morning. And Zondra is going to get these in her shop if you want. Yes, she'll have them Monday. And also they're on Amazon. So, and I will see you guys later. I'm going to clean up my big giant mess. And I will probably go over to Diane and see what she's doing. Does anyone need a link to Diana's? Here, I've got it right here. She's got your link. Oh, you're welcome, Joy. Yeah, Diane's working. She is working on her scavenger hunt. She's like zooming along. Likes the scavenger hunt. She's doing a scavenger hunt along with Janet. And basically everyone picked them. And then basically when you're done, Janet, oh my gosh, what was her last name? I may have enough. Oh, Janet M. Young. Janet M. Young. And if you find her on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, you can basically, when she sees your book and you finish all the prompts, she puts your name in a bucket and then she pulls out a name and then she sends you a prize. And I think too, I'm going to put her link up. She was able to post the list on her community page. There we go. And there's a list for the scavenger hunt on her community page. Hopefully I went to her community page. Okay, there you go. Yeah, Melissa, we'll see you there. And thanks for coming today. And there is a link to see Diane's live. And you can hang out with us over there. Thanks for posting all that. I appreciate it. There, that should take you directly to her community page with the link. Okay, and there's Janet's, the second one she posted is a community link if you want to join in and do the scavenger hunt. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Lena. Yeah, thanks everybody for coming. It was good to see everybody. Hard and shopped a lot last night, huh, Eileen? They bought some vintage toilet paper last night from Patty. I know. You know.
That's crazy.
You know. You need to stop shopping when you're buying vintage toilet paper. It was fun though. Patty had some cool stuff.
She did have some cool stuff. It was really neat. It definitely was one of a kind thing to get a hold of. You guys got it. She'll show it when she gets it later.
Wasn't the ink palette a good idea, Lena? Then it's right there.
Get the alcohol inks because you can then paint with it with your brush and not just dump them.
Yeah, you don't. There's not as much waste.
There's definitely not as much waste. Yeah.
Amy, I don't know. Was Amy supposed to be on?
Not during the day. She typically streams in the evening. So she might be on tonight, Candy.
Unless she meant other Amy Furman and not that Amy.
Yeah, I even made little doodads to know what the colors are. I rarely do that. I was really getting fancy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I even color coordinate them so I know what each one was. Well, I had to do it almost just because if this runs low, I know what to refill it with. So it really was a have to. Because you'll never know which brown this is. So I had to do that so I would be able to refill it with the proper color.
That was a good idea. All righty. Well, I have to go eat something. I haven't eaten yet today. So I'm going to go eat some lunch. Thanks, Colleen.
You're welcome. Bye, everybody.